So, talk of a new mega party made up of opposition forces that will take on the ruling APC in 2027 is getting louder. But how can they be talking about merging into one credible super party that can demonstrate the ability to take Nigeria dramatically forward when the two main opposition parties, the PDP and Labour, are mired in internecine squabbles? Well, the mood, the vibe and the energy of this proposed mega party be different from the disaster of infighting that we're seeing in the Labour Party and the PDP as we watch them inciting themselves against themselves. Who will be the leaders of this new super party, and what sort of dark linkages will they have to the years of bad governance that we've seen in this country? Because before the leaders of this country stole the future and things got incredibly perilous, there was a time in the 60s and 70s that Nigerians felt confident in their future. The people were getting wealthier, a bit like watching your house increase in value every day. There was a lot of money floating around, and people who had interesting ideas could get them off the ground. And Nigerians were able to indulge their desires. On a salary of 3,000 naira a month, the equivalent at the time of 3,000 US dollars, a family of four could take a holiday to Europe once a year and could afford 2 cars. But by the 80s, all that had become fantasy land. The value of the naira had plummeted, the money seemed to run out, and everybody was forced to tighten their belts. Life suddenly stopped being good, and it's been downhill ever since. What went so wrong in Nigeria? Why did that rise of the 60s and 70s ultimately fall? And can this proposed mega merger of opposition parties help Nigerians recreate that era of meteoric economic growth? How can its proponents convince the Nigerian people that they are not once again trying to steal their future? Well, Professor Pat Utomi is a well-known, well-respected professor of political economy, political historian, and former presidential candidate. He's been overseeing this growing courtship between the opposition parties, and he seems hugely enthusiastic about it. And Professor Pat Utomi joins me now in the studio. Prof, thank you.
Don't forget that these are human beings, and they know Nigeria is a failure as a country, and that their children are about to live in a failed state.
But are people responding to this thing that you're saying?
Yes.
I mean, I'm talking about the politicians.
Oh, yeah. I shouldn't be mentioning names for strategy reasons, but we have if you want to call that a cohort within the Senate, existing senators, significant number of them, who I am in communication with, who say, that's where to go. And so their cohort and the different ones will find a process of then fusing everybody. That's why you can use merger, but it's not like these 5 governors leave PDP and carry all the worms in PDP to what. By the way, there are men that I was involved in almost all of these efforts. I saw them come, I saw them destroy. I mean, I know what I gave to the founding of the APC. I knew where I found that the challenge was coming from. And then I resigned myself at the point where even if what they can do is stop corruption, then we can take it to the next step. Turned out to be the most corrupt government in Nigerian history.
You must be a very disappointed man.
Are you kidding? I sometimes, I was pretty close to like, okay, look, big man upstairs, you know, I've tried my best. It's time to go. You know, and...
well, please don't go. There's still a lot more to do. In fact, the idea of this new type of mega party is, I think, is very encouraging. But the fact remains that we are operating within an environment from which we simply can't extricate ourselves. And that means that there are politicians in power, there are politicians who are recognized in opposition, and they're going to have to be members of that mega merger. And on a practical level, that would involve many members of the PDP, Labour, and all the rest of it. And I've read somewhere that the likes of Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi and so on the NNPP and so on, are all involved in it. Is that correct?
Well, let's say very clearly that they were, or they are, good human beings in these parties.
Sure.
Some of them feel trapped by the system. Some of them feel that they cannot function without the kinds of amounts of money that are required, and so they just collapse into the system. I'm an optimist in man's capacity to change himself. In fact, the only animal, the only being that has the capacity to actually redeem or change or transform themselves is the human being. And I'm sure that when you sit face to face with some of these gentlemen, they will understand that they are at a point in history. But first of all, the people have rejected them. Let them not fool themselves. People have rejected them, but they can redeem themselves in history by saying, we decided that a new way is possible and will anoint a new beginning.
But given that you have, I mean, you've been through this experience of where you're trying to find the right people, and you've given your considerable support to people like that, and you've been disappointed. I mean, you sound, extremely optimistic.
That's the only way to build anything, optimism. I teach entrepreneurship as one of the things that I do in life. An entrepreneur is sometimes called the itinerant tinkerer. An entrepreneur who falls and stays down is not an entrepreneur. And that's why the Japanese saying is that an entrepreneur is a man who falls down 7 times and gets up 8 times.
All right, my people, I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us. It's another day today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Thank you for your time with us. My people right there. How on a day today? Happy Tuesday to you all. I don't know. Can anybody hear me? Can somebody just acknowledge my voice? Okay. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel Schultz. God bless you. All right, my people, I appreciate you all. It's good to be back here again. Today is Tuesday, 14th May 2024. Yes, I would like to quickly move on by acknowledging some of you right there. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. Thank you very much, everyone right there. See, super chat, you're the poor for here. It's the salt now. See my people. Kai, see my people. Super chat don't fall everywhere. Hey, now God will bless you now. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. Thank you very much, Oga Chris. Thank you very much, Wisdom Lucky. Thank you, K. Olugbemi. Thank you very much, Madam Peggy Modi. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much, Madam Obi Ashuku. God bless you, ma. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for the super chat earlier on. I really do appreciate this. Wow. Thank you very much, ma. I appreciate this. My pocket never run dry. Thank you very much, Sabuvo Kwongai. Thank you very much for the super chat as well. I really do appreciate this. My pocket never run dry. Thank you very much, Stella Masevedo, for the super chat. God bless you, man. I appreciate you. My pocket never run dry. And love God is my strength. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. My pocket never run dry. Thank you very much for all you guys are doing. And every one of you right there on the comment section. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Messi Omari Gay, CXL. Thank you, Great Mind. Thank you, Miracle B, Messi Ayo, Mike Akiambari, Patience Idemudia, Patricia Inofe, my dear sister. He's also said, God bless you all, my people. Nena Ogbona, thank you, Gina Emmanuel, Semota, Emmanuel Schultz, thank you. Samsi Omori, God bless you all, Kingsley Ogeria, he appreciate you all, my people. Friday, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sarah Daddy, thank you, my people, right there. I wish I can mention all names because you guys already have loads of comment right there. But let me say thank you very much for your time with us this evening. Now God bless you. Now I'm going to post out a link now because for the past couple of days now, I don't know what is happening. So me being alone on the panel is not comfortable for me like that, you know. So when somebody is here, when you can't hear me, then the person can just continue. A link I've posted, please click on the link. Join us here. If somebody can assist me on that, that would be nice. You know, sometimes I need somebody to assist me, and I want to tell my panelists, please, whenever you cannot hear me like that, just continue. Like yesterday, we were having a full panel, and everybody were your quiet for almost 1 minute, and I was not on the screen. You know, you cannot be waiting for me. Please just continue and move on. You know, because sometimes it happens, you know. Like I said before, if there's an attack like that, it mostly come to me, not to you as my panelist. So it will be much better if you can just move on with the show. I appreciate you all, my wonderful people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I would like to quickly thank you very much, Mother Patricia. When I say Mother Patricia, I go moderate today. Say, Mother Patricia, make you moderate today. Mama, now you go moderate today. Thank you very much, Ma, for your time with us. I appreciate it. Good evening to you. Good evening to everyone of you. Amazing Grace USA, Upright TV, Peter Ife, and many others that I didn't mention your name. Please pardon me. It's not intentional. I just wanted to know that I appreciate every one of you. Now, God bless you now. But meanwhile, I would like us to move on because I have about 3 articles to showcase here. As you all can already see on the screen what we have for you guys today. But before we go on, let's talk about this pathetic one. Like you can see right there on the screen, terrorists abduct over 500 residents in Zamfara state, sacking dozens of village, killing 2 policemen, 5 others. In case you are not getting that, kidnappers or terrorists abduct over 500 residents. Nigeria happened to them in Zamfara as we are speaking right now. This happened today. everybody's moving on. When things are happening like this, everybody just move on. Like, okay, it's a normal thing. It's not normal, man. It's not normal. Things are not going where I'm supposed to be in Nigeria right now. But meanwhile, Peter Obi, some people said Peter Obi secretly met with Atiku, while some people said Peter Obi met with Atiku. So I'm not too sure which one be truth for his side, whether not, although he met with Atiku, but whether not secret or not be secret, I'm not too sure. Different article is saying different things. But I would like to take what we have for you guys here. As you know, these men are still planning for 2027 how to remove Tinubu. So they are planning a possible reliance, or rather alliance to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I'd like us to quickly take the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Monday had a closed-door meeting with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and a number of People Democratic Party stewards in Abuja. What was the meeting for? All right. If you want to read more, go to Punch. It's right there. For some of you saying that you'll be disappointed if Peter Obi join Atiku and all that, it looks like it's almost happening. Yeah, it looks like it's almost happening. So I don't know how I go talk for a year. Or not say some of us for this our platform for a year. When it comes to our own, we know they like to talk. With another one, hey, see our voice go for everywhere. We can't have a better Nigeria like that, my people. Anyway, this is another pathetic one here. Nigerian man who relocated to the UK in 2022 and beat wife to death a year later with stake board is jailed for life. You see, this man jailed for life is not really my issue. My concern is the children. Who's going to look after the children? This useless man here killed the woman, the wife, and now this one they face life. So it's very sad. You see, please, my people, don't engage in anything to do with domestic violence. If you have a husband that is, violent, and just remove love, walk away. Because one day man will slap you today, and you not take her serious. Tomorrow he go kill you. I'm sorry, it might not be all, but yeah, it might happen. So, and although domestic violence is not just on one-way traffic, it happens the other way around as well. But any kind of domestic violence, please walk away. That's all I can say on that particular one. Then the last one we have for you guys today is just this one here. Omoyelesowore.com again. I know as I want to Omoyelesowore matter. So what you write concerning Peter Obi, everywhere does scatter for Omoyelesowore matter again. As you can see, let me read for you. Mr. Peter Obi back at the Special Purpose Vehicle SPV Rehab Center with his elder brother Atiku for the enhancement of the structure of criminality. So now Omoyelesowore, I write this one just about 30 minutes before I came into broadcast. So it's crazy that this is happening, but I don't know. I don't really know. But for me, my question today, my question to everybody today, if Peter Obi end up forming a party with Atiku, what will be your stand? It's a big question. Yes, it's a big question. I'm asking, when I started, they stole me the verse. I heard they ask on a question. I know say this question now, some of them are not going to come this panel again today. Lie. Because this kind of question, you don't want to be part of it. We know now, so when it don't reach that time, you say, I beg, I don't want to talk for this thing. I told you guys before, nobody's sending me love anybody. Me particularly, if Peter Obi form, okay, I will not say anything. I know how many people follow my footsteps. I won't say anything. But I'll talk at the end of the broadcast. I won't say anything. I have my own reason. But I will talk. I'll certainly talk later on at the end of the broadcast. Yes. But it's almost happening. It's almost happening. I appreciate every one of you. I'm going to take calls quickly before we start talking. I posted out a link for those of you that want to come in. So I think if you want to call me, this is the best time. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. And if you want to call into the broadcast, please call in in just 10 seconds. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Mr. Shimizisa. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us, sir. Yes, sir.
May the Lord God bless. May the good Lord bless bless you and your family.
Amen, sir.
And all good Niger Watch family.
Amen.
Because I know that. Yeah. You see, these people, in fact, these people that are ranting in the street, they should shut their mouth up. They should shut their mouth up. What they're supposed to do, they don't do it. They're supposed to go out on the streets, protest, not coming out to the street. If they have somebody intervene, then they started ranting. And I see, and all this content creator. See, I don't see all those things like it don't move me. If you want to do something, Nigeria is suffering. Everybody is suffering in Nigeria. You see, content creator using Nigeria to do comedian, using Nigeria to do content creator, and I see it don't move me. Because what you're supposed to do, the ones is supposed to go out the street, say, well, no for this, even the kidnapping in Zamfara. The 500, you say 500, that is a lot. Even as of now, they're supposed to protect him. So what is going on? They're supposed to go on the street protesting. But rather, they're doing all things all together. See, if Nigeria want to get their country back, they have to start doing something. Not going to the streets, condemning Atiku, condemning P2P, condemning this, condemning that. Come on, a country that doesn't protest, doesn't go after their politicians, that country is dead. It's dead. So that's why the politicians are doing what they want, keep doing what they want. Nobody's questioning them. No mercy, nobody is coming out the street say, hey, that day I know them. We not go agree, we not go agree. We are this, we not go agree.
Okay.
Everybody's doing content creator. Then, Niger Watch, let me tell you one thing.
Yes, sir.
Please, anybody that say if you want to take power from this devil APC, I don't care how you see it. We have to march. Let us stop P2P to PDP. I will connect P2P. We should stop that. We have to march to get this power back to them. I don't know why are we like this? Why are we saying if P2P do this, you back out? I will never back out. Never. This is what APC did. I take power from PDP. So now, Labour and PDP, I don't care if the P2P and the Atiku meet. I don't see why people are seeing this thing is an evil. It's bad thing. It's good thing, Nigerians. These panelists stop saying if P2P go to Atiku, you see it's a bad thing. You should stop that. Let us encourage them to take power from PDP and from APC. If you see what's going on in Nigeria, everything is high side. The kidnapping. What are we doing? What are we saying?
Okay.
Let us stop that.
Thank you.
Please, enough of this. Thank you, Niger Watch.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. That is a wonderful one. All right. Madam Origin, thank you very much, ma, for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Hello?
And Origin, good evening to you, man. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Hello, everyone. Hello, my people, the youths of Nigeria, the ones I come out here for every day. It's a long time I have made this my monologue that says, youths of Nigeria, for you to survive, never be like your elders. And when I say your elders, you know the people I'm talking about. I'm not going to start listing them out. I don't want to forget that. Mama Diaspora, I greet you. Mr. Niger, what should be the last to be greeted today? I greet you, good Mama, great Mama. Thank you for giving us a son that is not giving us a hiccup or a headache. A son indeed. Rare, there are few of them in Nigeria. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, you're going to start. I think part of what we will need is that you are going to start getting a class for mothers to learn how to raise a son, to raise men. Also, I greet these noble panelists that come here every day, speaking truth, being voice to the voiceless, bringing your knowledge, your time, your voice for a people that have been, it's like, I don't know how to explain what has happened to the people of Nigeria, but God will save us and deliver us. I thank the ninjas that listen every day. I thank and I greet everyone. Mr. Niger Watch, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for your resilience, your tenacity, your courage, your consistency, your energy, your character, your hot head. I like that. That is what we need.
Thank you.
So God bless you. Continue to hold this candle light. Maybe we are going to push to light. You see, I'm going to group, you see all this coalition. I have a name for this coalition, whether it is from Pat Utomi or whether it is from Atiku, Pito B, all of them, all the Abego. I have one name for it. He say it's indeed a mega party. You are going to coalesce. Let me give you people a name. You don't need to find another name. It's COCCSASL. You see how long it is? That's because it's mega. So it is coalition of, let me remove the other C. I will have said crooked criminals seeking a soft landing. You see, they are seeking soft landing. They're still talking about 2027. Nigerian people are roasting and it's like, hello, can one adult just get up and find solution for the people of Nigeria like now, like yesterday? Can someone just Mr. Niger Watch.
Thank you.
Nigeria YouTube. Men I wake up, men I shine on the eye, That's all I can say right now. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Origin. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Ben, thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Why always I appreciate good afternoon to you. I just want to say thank you for everything that you do for this platform. Being consistent, showing up every single day. I really want to thank God for your life and for the life of your mom, Mama Diaspora. Nene, I say hello to you, wherever you are listening to my voice. And all protocols duly observed on the platform. My first thing about the presentation is the Nigerian man who went to the UK 2 years ago and buy his wife. What I say to people is, if you're tired of a marriage, if you're tired of your spouse, be it your husband or your wife, instead of laying your hands on them and committing any kind of domestic violence, just walk away. Walk away, especially if you live either in the UK or in the United States. Over here, the law works. You get what I'm saying? Unlike Nigeria, where we say if you get your wife, neighbors will come, they will settle now, family will settle now, and I go move on. Over here, it's not like that. Once you raise your hand on your spouse, you're going to jail for that, and go there on your record, on your public record, say you commit domestic violence. That's one. And number two, for Sore, always, I don't know what is wrong with Sore. I like Sore as a person, but you need to understand that this is not 1994 where he was doing a Luta Continua. in Akoka, University of Lagos. This is 2024. The times have changed. I understand that maybe he's jealous of the kind of popularity that Peter Obi has, among the youth. The kind of, clamor that Peter, and the kind of, how Peter Obi take popular. So already not like that kind, like him. So we know where his bitterness they come from every single time. Any kind of jibe because they throw towards Peter Obi, they troll him. I don't understand what they do to Sowore. I don't understand at all. If Sowore is missing Atiku, are they enemies? They are not enemies. They used to be in the same party, PDP. So because they now belong to different parties now, they not make them enemies. If Sowore is an enemy to everybody, why do you want somebody else to be an enemy to people you don't like? That doesn't make sense. The Nigerian political space is different. It's a very dynamic space. And for a juggernaut like APC, with Tinubu heading that position, and allegedly has bought everything from the judges to the law enforcement. You need some type of alliance to be able to defeat that kind of power. Peter Obi cannot do it alone. I've said it so many times. If Peter Obi goes to PDP, or what? I'm telling you right now, put it on record. Me, I'm going to go with him to PDP because I'm an obedience. I don't care about the party. I love Peter Obi as a man, and I will go with him anywhere he goes to. That's why I will always support him. You get what I'm saying? So sorry, go sit down somewhere. Sorry, just go sit down somewhere. I beg.
Okay.
Right, thank you very much. I appreciate
Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. All right, Black Panther, thanks for calling in on the phone.
Hello.
Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you for answering my call. I want to say something here. The first time they brought out information, they said it will be education. They brought another one out again. We said it's an old stuff. Now they are now bringing the picture out that Peter Obi is having an alliance with PDP. And I want to remind everybody, when the presidential election was, coming up, when Peter Obi was contesting with other parties, we talked about this alliance. But decline. Obi said one thing: if I want to even do an alliance with any party, it will never be a transactional alliance. And the question I want to ask everybody and those who have put those things out there, Atiku, will Atiku go on non-transactional alliance with anybody? Not to take less of Peter Obi. That's the question I put out for them because they are finding a way to rob Peter Obi and Sowore. I don't know. This has shown that Sowore has a personal beef with him, and Sowore was one of the people that campaigned for Buhari, was one who that brought Buhari out, but he went around trying to play gimmick. He was a part and parcel of those who that brought Buhari out and dragged Jonathan to the mud. He was part and parcel of it. And for him to come out with all this rhetoric, he's still playing the ball game. He will come to speak with his mother. Oh, I didn't do anything. Now they just show you a picture and you don't have any information and you just throw it out. Oh, until I hear from Peter Obi and I know Atiku will never have an alliance that is not transactional. Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Okay, callers, please. Okay, let me take one more call. Please call any call that comes in the next 5 seconds. I'm not returning anybody's call. If you want to call in 5 seconds, then I'll pick and then I'll move on. Okay, thank you. I missed your call. I tried picking Mr. Emmanuel. Quickly call back. Like I said, I'm not calling anybody back. It's too early for doing that. You have 5 seconds. Thank you very much, Madam Luke. We can see you on the comment section. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you, ma. Thank you, Ola Adewale. Thank you, CTV. Thank you very much, many of you right there. God bless you now. Amazing Grace USA. Thank you very much, ma'am. God bless you. Thanks for the prayers, for the support, for everything. I'm grateful. Thank you very much. Okay, let me take this call quickly. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for calling in, Mr. Oscar. Please talk to us, sir. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good day, my brother. Good afternoon.
Good evening, sir.
Good afternoon to everybody in the comment section, for those on the panel also. Let me first talk about the guy that killed his wife. Just like you said, who is going to raise the children? And you gave him a good label, a useless man. You know, my heart goes out to the children.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make everything brief. The second issue is those kidnappers that kidnapped 500 people. And Nigerian government will just fold up their arm. They are not saying anything on the security of the country. They are not fixing the major federal roads. They are now going big time to embark on this Lagos-Calabar highway, what I call stakeholders jamboree party, you know, creating money for themselves. Now let me go to Showore. You know, I've always questioned Showere's motives. What is his beef with Peter Obi? Peter Obi is not the president of Nigeria. You know, he should focus on the president. Let's see if they're gonna turn things around. You know, but he keeps hitting on Obi. Probably out of empty. I mean, Showore has been out there for a long time campaigning. Obi just came on the scene and the heart of the people. So that could be a factor. Now, Obi meeting with this guy, is it possible? If it's possible, let's not jump the gun. It could be for strategic reasons on how to fight the opposition. Obi is a principled man. I don't think he's going to go out there to sell himself short in forming coalition. If he forms a coalition, he knows the disadvantage. What about his followers? You know, anything he has to do, he has to come down, talk with his people, the people that are following him, before they can sanction if he has to form a coalition or not. If he's going to form a coalition, it still has to be Peter Obi with Atiku. That's what the people know, and nobody else. I raise my submission.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Oscar. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, my people. Can we just move on now? You know, okay. I think Mr. Emmanuel. Okay. Mr. F.A., thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Good evening to you.
Okay, the reason why I called this because of sometimes for this platform, like I want the official platform, sometimes if we the fire show already, some of the supporters they could install it. Okay, now they're not doing this already do. They're not the tear now. Should be, they're not the tear now. No problem. So thank you. I don't want to call you because of this because that show already. There's no time that man will be a president of Nigeria. There's no time because of because of this character. You know, somebody he has to go and start a councilor. He will not be our president because he's too jealous. He don't know how to talk. He's very mannerless human being. Somebody with obey the business, and then even if we talk about personality. In terms of everything for life, so whatever they talk to people, they use to be the land. Sir, this is the reason why I just call.
All right.
The support I on the list now. Not be tomorrow, then the fire one. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Mr. Manuel, if you want to call in, if you are listening to me, please call in now. You know, I don't know if you are listening to what we are doing here. Go ahead, Mr. Manuel. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Good evening.
Thank you, sir.
To me, Mr. Obi made a perfect choice, a very perfect choice. Sir, Mr. Najawash, Mr. Obi knows what to do. He knows what to do. Because see the problem there now. I did the research to see the problem now. God forbid, if Obi or Atiku miss it in 2027, the part Atiku will be able for Atiku, Obi will now need to wait for till 3039. Because after 2027, he's able to be there's nothing about that. So it's going to be get to lose it. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
But 2027 is going to be get it or lose it. Whatever 27 is came back to the north. So I supported Obi going back to Atiku. But that's just the only way they can take power. We should not be emotional about that. After all, Obi was deputy to Atiku in 2029. I mean,
So let me ask you, sir. Let me ask you, if Peter Obi have to make an alliance with Atiku, who will be the presidential candidate amongst both of them?
Okay, exactly. We don't want to know because South have been there for 10. We don't want to know to when 80 years. We don't want to know. These are politics. You have the public constitution. We don't want to know if they are going to so be take the ticket. We don't want to know to balance the 4 years to make 8 years. We don't want to know. That's the element about this. We should not be.
But you didn't answer the question, no. Are you saying that Peter Obi should be a vice for Atiku, right?
Personally, if it will be good, I think it's age. I've been at the Atiku not about 4 years. After Atiku left, maybe 4 years, we take over from there. That's just the source of Obi getting power. Say, just go direct with Labour Party, my brother.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. My last call for today. Good evening to you. Man, I love God is my strength. Thank you very much, man, for calling in. Go talk to us. Yes, we can hear you, man. Go ahead. Thank you, man.
My normal corner, one and sit down for the house. Good evening, everyone on the platform, comment section, and Mr. Najawash, how are you and your family?
I'm fine, man. Thank you.
And for your children, and mommy Castora. Hope you're all right, ma. Good evening, at the Crito, at the Toy Salute from here. Bam. Najawash, make us start from Mr. Shore. You see, 1999, when Shore wanted to start this, take it back. We all formed this Take It Back together in the UK. All of us, it is why you means a lot of us, we came together, we formed it. And even the one that is fighting him in Nigeria now, a lot of money was pumped into it. And Shure, it was a man that we really loved. We wanted him to be Nigeria president. We spoken, all of us, we've done meeting together, planning, strategy, and everything. But I find out later that he's got this pride, very proud man. He think he knows it all. So that thing really scatter a lot of us because we have take it back all over the world. And if I tell you something, money, when I say money, it's not joke, but let me not go to that side. We never hear thank you. Money. So Toure, I don't know his problem. It's just full of jealousy. He has that. And since 1999, nobody has contested that presidency with Showore, a candidate in AAC. It's the only one. Even before his name, why move out from there and he's going to Dudua. It's always been the one coming out, but there are other people there. So I just want to say, sure, even I will tell you people something today. When the election wanted to start 2023, I called someone, all of them, to call Jore, that one talking that we want him to come down for Obi so that Obi can be the president. Chowore refused before I finally decided to walk away from Take It Back. I was a member, I was in all the platform before I finally decided. Because we went out, we called the meeting, Chowore was saying that how can he come down for Obi? That was when I knew that this man is not ready to fight for Nigeria. It's all about himself. And he has been doing it, he has been showing it, and it's not going anywhere. Obi only came out once, and look at where Obi is. And I always tell people, you say a proud man, the Bible says that pride comes before a fall, and that is what is happening to him. He should leave Obi alone. Let him face his own, let Obi face his own. He has been being taken back for how many years? Nothing has come at it. Money pump into it, all the money lost. Where is the calculation? Where is all the money? If I tell you the one that happened in the UK here, all everybody will talk. Our money got lost.
Okay.
Our money got lost. So I don't want to. So quickly, let me quickly talk about Obi and Atiku. Because people saw Obi and Atiku does not mean that Obi and Atiku are planning to come together. They don't forget that these people they are like friends, elder brother and all that. People can come together. It's like somebody see me and you, and they'll just start guessing things. So me, I don't believe until we see. But me, I know Obi is a very clever person. He will not do anything like that. So my people, let us be calm. I believe that Obi knows what he's doing. He will do the right thing. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Okay, callers, we are done. Let's focus on the panelists right now. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you very much for your time with us. Those of you listening to us, please, guys, do your part. Press on the like button. Help us to share and let our voices go far. And God, God bless you now. Thank you very much once again, Madam Abi. Thank you, Stella Masevedo. The love of God is my strength. Amazing Grace USA. And God will bless you now. Thank you very much, sir. Abu Azi. It's good to see you right there. Thanks for all you do, sir. I appreciate you. Madam Luko. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Yande Kings. And God will bless you now. Chris Rebet. Thank you. Ajebe AK. Thank you very much. And God will bless every one of you. Tracy Jacobin and many others. Jacob Obedience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, I'd like us to move on to the panel. For now, I'd like somebody to take over. Madam Patricia, are you there with us?
Yeah, Sister Iris. Good evening.
Good evening, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time with us. Good evening to you. Please, I would like you to talk to us 8 minutes. And if you don't mind, please, if you can help me to look after the panel for a few minutes. But whenever you want to leave, Oga Jonathan will take over from you. But after you is Oga Jonathan that needs to speak. But I'm here. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. And welcome to today's broadcast. Thank you for being who you guys are. Always keeping this platform going. Please click on the like and share button so that our voices can go wide and near. Thank you in advance. And also for those that have already super chatted Mr. Ellis, may your pocket never run dry. In Jesus' name. Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you. And then my special thanks goes to the panelists who always are here using their time to do justice to whatever topic that is raised here. Thank you so much, every one of you. Yeah, Showore has his own I think he has a problem, It's yeah, like many people have said, I think he's jealous. He's a jealous guy. That's what is wrong with him. Because though I like him as a person, but I don't like his approach, the way he deals with things, the way and manner that he handles issues. That's what I don't like about him. Yeah, I would have loved a young man, with a better ideology, to take over the realms of Nigeria. It would have been a great thing, because I believe our problem also is one of is this age factor as well. You know, nobody uses their look at. I mean, it's only America and some other places that you see people that are over 70 or 80 still running for presidency. But if you look at, you know, most countries these days, their presidents or ministers, state ministers, they are between 50 and down, you know, so not those outdated ages, you know. So yeah, we need a young, fresh blood, people that can do the job, not somebody that is, you know, goes to a conference to go and represent his own nation and is sleeping, you know, sleeping there. So he gone there to sleep. He's not hearing anything. The next thing he knows is, you know, is that he's selling out the country, signing every paper they bring to them. So we don't need such. We need people that are as young as Showore, honestly, but only that his own way of handling matters are not really what I would say will lead him far. I don't think he will ever become the Nigeria president with this kind of antecedents that he has. You know, I don't think so. His skill of the the skill of communication, you know, he doesn't have it. So he needs to go and work on that. You know, and even if he thinks he's right, you know, but there's a way to communicate things. So so he doesn't have it, and I don't want to waste my time on talking about him. Yeah, the Nigerian man that beat his wife to death. Oh my God, did he got there? How did he get there? You know, it's a shame that this happened. You know, honestly, my my heart goes for the children. You know, and also for the lady that's just, you know, he killed just like that. The lady was sent to wherever untimely. You know, it wasn't supposed to be. You know, sometimes the jackpot syndrome. You know, you have to ask yourself. You know, really, because the jackpot thing has brought more harm than has done more harm to Nigeria than good. You know, it's only people that's not really looking at it holistically. You know,
Madam
looking at it from
Patricia,
a yeah.
and a report said that they actually sold their house to
Yeah.
travel to the UK. They sold
Mhm.
everything they had to just to go to the UK. They
Mhm.
reached, they never reached how many months you kill your wife. Now you life. It's just crazy, man.
Mm. It's like that. The jackpot syndrome has done more harm than good, actually. You know, I know there are people that when you are telling them, look, try and cope wherever you are. We know Nigeria is tough, but you see, you are still far better knowing that this is where you are than going to where you don't even know. You don't even know how things will turn out for you. You know, so for me, I tell people, that's why I've always been saying it here, that I don't really support people leaving, because the place you are running to, people built it. You know, people fought for their rights. Hence we are having this good governance that we are seeing here. It wasn't like this. You know, people had to lay their life down in these countries that we are. So it's not just say, you know, just say, oh, now Western world, everything is good there. Yes, everything is good there, but people had to do the needful. You know, lives have to be laid down for their generation and posterity to have the good life that they're having here. So if Nigerians are not willing to take that you know, that pain, to that sacrifice that they need, so that they can liberate their generation to come, or even the ones yet unborn, then they will keep suffering. You know, somebody might say, but you that is talking, you are in Europe. Yeah, but when I came to Europe, Nigeria was not as this. It wasn't like this. And I didn't even come because it was a greener pasture. So I would that is it. So I can settle your mind from that already. I didn't come to Europe because it was a greener pasture. So I'm not in that class that came to Europe because they were looking for a better place to run to. No. So and if not because of why I came, for me, Nigeria was the best. Nigeria for me is the best place ever. It's still the best place even till now. It's still the best place because you have to have the guts to do something in Nigeria. No food for lazy man. So if you are lazy in Nigeria, you will not have anything. That's what I know. If you are entrepreneur minded, You know, in Nigeria, you can live your life. Are people not making it in Nigeria? People are still making it, even despite the hardship. Yes, we know there's so much poverty. Yes, we know. But at the same time, there are many also that are making it. So we shouldn't. So the Japa syndrome has done more harm than good to me, to what I'm seeing, and to many stories I'm hearing, and what people that I'm seeing. It has not been very. So has not all been a rose of waiting a color, platter of gold, as they will say. So I will leave that there. And the man, that nation, or what they call the people, the is it the what's it called? The first people that you state of the nation. Yeah, every day they are there ranting, talking. You know, they don't do anything. You know, is there about talk? It's just there. You know, they should go out. I didn't know the one living in it, but yeah, one day I believe it's soon going to happen. I think his part, Utume that mentioned it, that they wrote to him and told him that in 4 months there should be an installation in Nigeria. I don't think that is far-fetched. I'm very sure that very soon something terrible will happen in that country, because the way things are going, it's not looking good at all. It's not looking good. So um, Nigerians, if you people think that you fold your hand and be looking, and then things will just turn around and be turn to what you want, then you are joking. These political gladiators, they are not ready to take off their teeth or their hands from this honey that they are licking. So the best thing for Nigerians is for them to come out and do the needful and take back their country. That's what it is, because everywhere, the whole institution has been captured. You know, this is state capture, absolutely. And the only thing that can change, that can liberate people from state capture is revolution. So until they do the needful, they stand up and they rise up to do the needful, nothing will change, because these people, they are not going to change. You know, and you heard even Patutume saying it as well, that they don't have the people in mind. They don't. They are not there to serve. They are there to loot. So that's all they know. They are think they are all they compete with each other. They are competing with each other. Whose kid is going to the highest school, the most expensive school? Who wants to do somebody? They are planning to buy individual jets and helicopter. They are planning to make airports directly to their own backyard, so that they can jet out anytime they want. That's their plan. So Nigerians, it's up to you, or every one of us, home and away, to stand up and do the needful. We from here, that's what we are doing. By talking here, we are sensitizing you, we are educating you, informing you, giving you the right information so that you can make, the right decision. So, but you on ground, a war is not just fought. A war is not only fought, only one way. It's not only speaking. There's also those foot soldiers. So you on ground there, you are supposed to be like the foot soldier to carry out whatever the formation that we are giving you here. So, Nigerians, I don't know how long you people want to be a more. So, but it's up to you. If you want to take your country, if you want your country to be liberated, if you want to take your country back, today you can. But you know how? All will start with you. So I'll leave it here, and I will give the floor to Mr. Jonathan for him to also give his submission. Mr. Jonathan, please come through. Thank you.
Hello?
Please speak to us. Welcome to
Sorry.
this. Welcome to this.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Sorry for the delay. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Thanks to all the panelists. I greet everyone. Those on the comment section. I greet you all. Please take time to like this broadcast and subscribe to the channel. I again thank you and welcome. I want to, talk on this Peter Obi thing, in as much as I really don't want to, because I believe that this this discussion came up about 2 months ago, or if I can recollect correctly. But I felt it's a distraction. It was a distraction then. It is still a distraction now. I don't see it's uncalled for. It's very, very uncalled for. Mr. Peter Obi have stated severally that he's not desperate to be the president of Nigeria. I would like to acknowledge the statement made by Madam Origin. She said, crooked criminals seeking for a soft landing. I mean, that's just if you want to give it heading, if you want to give it a title, it's just crooked criminals that are looking for soft landing. That's what the likes of Atiku and co. When you see the names of politicians like Sule Lamido popping up, you see the names of Saraki popping up, you see the names of the former governor of Zamfara popping up, you better take a cover. You better take cover as fast as you can. All these people have no plans for Nigeria. It's as simple as that. For me, as far as I know it, Mr. Peter Obi will never go for a merger. Let's just get that straight so that we put this behind us and we focus on other critical issues. This merger thing is just a waste of time talking about it. And I will kind of make it clear why it is a waste of time. Mr. Peter Obi will never go for a merger for the fact that Atiku will never, under any circumstance, negotiate a non-transactional alliance. Atiku will never do that. Atiku will not negotiate a non-transactional alliance. Or is it Sule Lamido? Or people don't know what they are talking about. It's like so many obedience. It's like a lot of people just pop into Nigerian politics in the last year or two. Or is it Sule Lamido or Saraki, the former Senate president, the former governor of Kwara State, a very crooked man? Is it these guys that will negotiate a non-transactional alliance? Certainly not. So, for me, in the final analysis, there will not be a merger. There will not be an alliance of any kind. This whole merger thing is all a distraction, period. As for Showore, if anything at all, he is the one that should make himself available for a merger or for an alliance. That is his best bet. That is just his best bet. What a prideful man. A man of it is my way or the highway. That's not a leader by any standard, as far as I'm concerned. Cannot be. So if Mr. Peter Obi will have to go for a merger, it will simply amount to pure desperation, which he has said is not desperate. And you can take that to the bank. I don't see any desperation in it that he wants to be president of Nigeria. So any merger will just, that's it. It means it will show clear desperation. Because you cannot say, I do not want to go into merger with the likes of Atiku and co, and then turn around and say you are not desperate. No, you can't. It's not. It doesn't add up. You go into a merger with Atiku and co, and then you say you are not desperate. Definitely, if that happens, then you are desperate. So that is why I can conclude that merger is not going to happen. Because let's get it straight, and let's make no mistake about it. It will take a desperate man to go into an alliance with the likes of Atiku and co. It is only a desperate man that will do that. And Mr. Peter Obi has said repeatedly in several fora that he is not desperate to be the president of Nigeria. How do you want to square it? Please tell me, where do you want to start from? You will sit down with the likes of Atiku and you will say it's not going to be transactional. How? Are you kidding me now? Do you think we're in 1999? That when Nigeria, doesn't know anything at all, as per politics, people don't know anything at all. This is 2024, after almost quarter of a century of this thing they call democracy, this rubbish, this nonsense they call democracy in Nigeria. So you will say you want to work with the likes of Atiku, and it will not be transactional. That any group of people, individual, I think that person must be out of his mind in the ab initio. How Saraki, you will go into an alliance with Saraki, and it will not be transactional. You will tell me you will not end up with when you talk of mediocres, the mediocres also have class. There are grades of mediocres. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Atiku and Co will give you grade 1 mediocres, the top class mediocres. That's what it will give you. It will offer you and Saraki. The likes of Yaya Bello, those are the people you will see. They will end up being ministers. They will end up being head of parastatals and agency. That is what the likes of Beta Edu will be a child's play. You don't need anybody to tell you that. If you are waking up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., and you are hearing this, you should just shut it off and go back to you and have a good sleep. It can't work. That is why what Madam Origin said just fits in perfectly well. These are crooked politicians. They have found in Peter Obi a man that they can use to get Nigerians to accommodate them, to get Nigeria, especially the youth, especially the obedient group. And they found a man like Peter Obi and to use him. That's just it. So this major thing, I'm sick and tired of it. It's not going to happen. By any means, by any shot, it's not going to happen, because at the end of the day, when Mr. Peter Obi will sit down to negotiate, it's going to be transactional. It's going to be, even if Mr. Peter Obi is nominated to be the president of that merger, it will still be transactional.
30 seconds left.
Yes, thank you. And the presidency will have been tortured, or punctured rather, from the beginning. So that's just what I want to say on this thing. I would just implore, fellow Nigerians and, progressive, those of us people that are looking for a good Nigeria, to just shun this major thing, put it in the back burner, and let's just move forward. Let's focus on the real fight, the movement for a good Nigeria. That's what we need. I will leave it at that. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Thanks to everyone. Thanks.
Thank you again, Mr. Jonathan. It's always a delight to hear your submission. Thank you so much. The next person is Tiobala. Tiobala, good evening and welcome to the brokers today. Your time starts now. You have 8 minutes to give your submission.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, very loud and clear.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank everyone for making it a day, for the good work each and every person have been doing over time. I think it's a great one. We are hoping for a better Nigeria. I would like to start by saying there is a big problem in our society. There is a big problem in Nigeria currently, because the world is thinking advancements in all areas of life. we are still fighting with having the process of having a good leader or our political system. I think it's very, very bad. And again, I will regarding the mergers of all these political parties and all of that. I think Niger World actually played one video today, done by MC Edo Pikin also, going from history. With our situation in Nigeria currently, or what has been happening over the years, it will be difficult for any political party to take power from these oligarchs or whatever you call them. It will be very difficult. And why? Because the system is not built for the people. If the system was built for the people, where people can really make their choice, we have a good electoral system, I will say there is no need for emergence. There is no need for that. But with the current situation right now, I think there is need for Peter Obi to merge with anybody. But Mr. Evis asked one question: who is going to be the presidential candidate and all of that? Me, I have additional comments. We are talking about 2027, emergence 2027. People are dying on a daily basis. People cannot afford to eat. People are lacking food and other amenities in the society. 2027. Are you trying to let us know that we are waiting to 2020 before things get better? It's really painful for me to be discussing 2027. Meanwhile, we don't even know what next year will look like for the life of Nigerians. I wish Nigeria can just come up now on the street. Okay, fine. I'm not talking about violence or anything. Let's be demanding of one particular something. If one maybe a constant electricity supply for the whole nation, then let's have that kind of demand. I think we need to rise up doing that. And again, this also make me to have an additional comment regarding if what we are hearing is true, for Peter Obi meeting with Atiku Abubakar, it will show that he does not believe in the power of the obedience. Because if you believe that 2023 general election, you won the election, forming an alliance with Atiku is not is a non-ity. Like, you believe that you won that system, you won the election, and it was INEC that make that election or make them ring you out or whatever thing they did. Why can't you fought or work towards having a good electoral system? That should have been the goal, not just merger. Doing this merger of a thing is an indication. You are not telling me, I don't know about others, that initially did not win that election. That is my own belief, because in my own opinion, if the obedience, what they did in 2023, came up with such a massive figure, even the allocated one, the 6 million or whatever, can come up with that. Why can't you work on that, on the electoral system that should change your votes instead of merging with all those other persons? Like I said before, I believe in the person of a Peter Obi, whether in PDP or APC. No, I cannot use what anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters in essence is that is the person. Is the person. Because I remember during the 2023 general election, I was opting for two persons, Peter Obi and the person of Yemi Osinbajo. Why? Because I believe these two persons, wherever the pendulum swing to, at least something good is going to happen. And they have the idea, they have the whatever, but Peter Obi left the PDP. I followed him to anywhere, to the Labour or wherever. But now, going to the 2027 general election, for me, I'm not in for that. What I'm in right now, whoever is the president of the nation right now, whatever things anybody can do just to make this nation better, that is what I'm after right now. That is what I'm after. These mergers of a thing, no. It's something that I myself did not buy into. I want to speak regarding the insurgency really happening in the north, whereby they kidnap such number of persons. For me, I think those persons, those leaders or the governors and all of that in the northern part of the country, as in my own opinion, they are responsible, as in they have hand in this issue of insurgency. At least, not that the certain part of the country is safe, but at least we have never seen a case of such that you kidnap 500 persons, like whatever. in a state where you have governors, in a state where where you have security. I think the people in charge, they should go and ask questions. They should go and ask questions, or they should call this governor for questionings, because I see no reason why that one is going to happen in a sane society, in a sane environment. Most importantly, I also want to use this opportunity to also ask some other of our panelists questions, because over time, this is a person we have. See, whether we like it or not, like what Mr. Jonathan said. See, in every rumor, there are some elements of truth in it. For me, I believe in Peter Obi. Anywhere he go, I don't care. But there are some persons who are always on the internet, labanshing different political parties and all of that, PDP and all of that. But what will happen if Peter Obi, that we all clamor for, now go back to PDP? Is it that we are going to abandon him? This person we claim that is our Messiah, or is our person that is going to rescue us? Sometimes I will just advise everybody, irrespective of the political party, let's look at the persons. It's very important. The person, the clear heart, the intention of an individual. Yeah, that is just it. But going forward, I just want to I want us to talk about how we are going to rescue that nation. Because 2027 for me is too far. People are dying on a daily basis. Hunger everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Teobalo. Thank you so much. Yes, we have to rescue Nigeria as ASAP. You know, we can't wait till 2027. Hunger is truly everywhere, and Nigeria must do the needful now. Thank you. Give us a mandate. Are you available to talk to us?
Go to
But before
Blackboard,
then,
I'll come after him.
okay, let me just say thank you to Madam Amazing Grace for supporting for the super chat she gave to Mr. Heavis. May your pocket never run dry. Thank you so much. We appreciate all your contributions. Thank you. God bless you. Okay, Mr. Blackbutter, come through for us. 8 minutes starts now.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Well, thank God. Welcome.
You nearly offend me today. Your submission offended me today, but I'll tell you where to offend me. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the owner of this platform, Mr. Nanjawo. Thank you for doing a great service to humanity, because what you are doing it for humanity's sake, because a replica of it will happen somewhere, and people will look at this video and look at the processes you went through, and they will now do what? They will now go through the same processes. And I want to thank Mom in Diaspora for being a backbone, for being a great woman, a great mother. I want to thank all the mothers there. What an awesome Mother's Day you had. I love you all. And I want to thank all our speakers who have spoken very well. I want to start from this. I must be very frank today. I was angry. The reason why I'm angry, I will make it known. But I'll start from here. You see, the understanding of the Nigerian situation, you need to sit down and make enough research. Research in terms of knowing the Nigerian politicians, knowing what the people want, and knowing the way we have done it, and knowing the situation, and postulate a different pattern, because you need to get the power first out of their hand before we start saying all the sweet words. Nigerians all over the world have postulated solutions to various problems, and they've succeeded in medicine, in science, in networking. You can name it. In agriculture, you can name it. Manufacturing of, you name it. A lot. We have been excelling. Why are we not excelling in our country? It is because we have bad governance. And it has been a build-up from the day we got independent to this present day. We refuse to check it because most of us have been looking at our tribe rather than looking at the nation. And I wouldn't blame anybody, because when the foundation is not well set and we are not even taught in school to even say to the student, this is a great nation, to imbibe it in every student as they are growing up, will not be taught. So the way we have been taught is the way what we are giving out, garbage in, garbage out. Now, mommy, you see where I got almost a little bit deviating from what you've spoken about immigration. I want to tell you that immigration can never be stopped. It can never be stopped. And it will not be stopped, because that is the way it ought to be. Fine. That's the way it ought to be. Like if you let's go to history. When there was war in Europe, what happened? A lot of the French people migrated. They migrated down to the US, and that brought about relationship. If you see that Statue of Liberty, it was the French people that donated it to the United States because of that relationship. It took in a lot of immigrants. And secondly, even when you see the creation of the state itself, there was migration from Europe down to this side. And what causes the migration? It was because people were highly taxed. That's what brought about people migrating down here to sit down here to create a nation called the United States. It was not because of they were hungry, but because of taxation, and some other little things. But taxation was prominently noticed. So what we are seeing here, migration will not stop development. Migration will not stop you not producing the best even in the country. Because a lot of things have happened, and those people that have migrated out of their country, they went back, and things started moving on. So migration is not the positive impact of migration is more than the negative impact. Because no matter where you start from, where you stop from, somebody will start from there, perfect it, and make it stronger. So for a country to be stronger, it does not lie in the hands of one individual or lie in the hands of those that migrated. That's not true. So I want to go to what made me to be very angry here today when I saw the headline. It is Showore. This actually placed it on our doorstep that Showore is personal. And I want to say something. You see, the Nigerian situation, we don't need to be very, 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 we need to tactically watch it. Mr. Obi will never merge. The reason I said the reason, and Mr. Jonathan said it again. Atiku cannot partake in a non-transactional merger. It is not impossible. And even look, people are always saying that in Nigerian history, merger is the only way to take political party out of power. Yes, but that does not make it impossible for a single party to take on a party out of power. The impossibility is not there. It is possible. Then why are we hanging on saying the only possible way is one way? It is not that. If we all come together, let me round it up. I will continue later. If we all come together and we will take these guys out of office, and for Showore to start playing that rhetoric, that means Showore has a question mark, and there's a red flag on Showore, which I've been saying from the day he started saying want to vie for president. I've been always taking that red flag. Showore is not an epitome or not a standard for every Nigeria. Showore stopped his politics in his own state, that Lagos state, while other people took it to NANS. And Showore never stepped into NANS. He never had any position into NANS. So he should stop the rhetoric. He brought Jonathan down. He brought Buhari in. But when he started saying all sort of rhetoric that he helped, he didn't say he must be there. Those are rhetoric. We know what he did. I read this article. You are an investigator. Why was stopping him to call Obi? I heard this. He has Obi number. What's stopping him? but he refused calling and he followed the trajectory. This all mind game. They want something that will implicate to be, but there's nothing. And God, the man is clean. God made it so. It is not by his power. It is because he refused corruption. And corruption is the main problem of Nigerian politicians. Where has this man gone wrong, Chore? Where has he gone wrong to you? Is it by having a friend that is corrupt that may not say he has gone wrong, but go to his file? He hasn't stolen any money from anybody, even from the country. So what is the beef Chore is having against him? In short, I want to declare, Chore is not my type, and I will never be friend to him. And those that are friend to him, they should depart from it.
Kindly round up. Thank you,
It's a disservice. It's a disservice to Nigerians. It's a disservice to his own conscience. Thank you, Madam Moderator.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, what I was trying to say regarding my submission about the Japa syndrome. Listen, I said Japa syndrome. I didn't say migrating. It's a syndrome. Migration is good when it's being done with the understanding of why you are going to where you are going to and what you are leaving behind. Not just the way we are doing ours, you know. Ours, we have a problem in the country, and our problem are the leaders. I believe it is good if just imagine if everybody leave the country. Is it not what the leaders want? They want all of us to leave now, so they can turn it to a proper field, you know, a field where they just go get all the minerals, and then they come to live their life also in Europe. Is that not what they do? So we know our problem. At least the leaders, these people that were, you said they were migrating. Their people were not, their leaders were not running to that. They were not moving their money to those countries, to America, for example. They were not moving their money. The French people were not saving their money in America. The people in the government, they were saving in the country. But ours is contrary. Our leaders steal our money, lose our money, and take it to these countries. And yeah, we want to come and also make ourselves slaves to where our leaders come to spend our own collective patrimony. I don't think it's right. We should try and stay there and build our country. We should try and find a way to dig it with them. That's my stand. Thank you. Black, who are you ready now, Mr. Give us our mandates? Can you speak to us?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Greetings to everyone.
Thank you.
Analysts and everybody, greetings to everyone. Greetings to the comment section, everybody out there, greetings. Well, thank you for doing this again today. I may probably not have much to say. When we come to the issue of Shawara, I just think basically is the issue of jealousy and all that. But you know, one thing is, we can probably not continue on this trajectory anymore. We know who he is, and I probably don't want to give him any mileage because I don't think what he's doing make any sense for me. Now, when it comes to the issue of Peter Obi and merging and all that, I think when you think about merging, the very first question you ask yourself is, who are you merging with? Now, after the election, Atiku left the country and went to Dubai. And he'll probably be there again for another 4 years, only to return again to come and contest for election. The question you want to ask yourself is, does this man truly care about the people? Does he truly have empathy? Does he have compassion? Does he even truly have love for the nation that he was once a vice president of? Atiku, Mekano, do you truly love Nigeria? Because that's the question you want to ask yourself. Does Atiku truly love Nigeria, as he says, as he's portraying to do? Which I think he doesn't love the country. You just contested the election. You didn't win. We know who the winner of the election is. The next thing is to jet out of your own country and go and stay in another man's land, Dubai. And there you now even see his surrogate, Dino Melayo, joining him there with all of the allegedly looted money from our country to live in the property they bought with our money allegedly. Some of these things may not even be allegedly, but because to respect the channel. Someone like Dino Melayo, you can't tell me that the money, the vehicles are parked in his garage, we are bought with his personal money. Those are stolen money, looted money. When it comes to the issue of people fainting in the floor of the house, Dino was the one that started it. If I'm correct, he was the first person to faint on the floor of the house when he was to be prosecuted or questioned. Now you see the man from Adamawa. You care about the people you went different places campaign for the election. You lost the election and the next thing is to jet out to Dubai. If the people of Dubai didn't build Dubai, will Atiku have a place to go and to go? Maybe he would have come to the US or go to the United Kingdom. But is that how people that actually have love for their nation behaves? Maybe I'm the one not saying the right thing. But for me, I don't think people like this truly love the country or the people of the country. These are men that are just hungry for power by all means. They either get it or nobody gets it. And that's what plays out in the last election. Peter Gregory Obi was on PDP. So how difficult will it be for Atiku to step down, seeing that Peter Gregory Obi has the technical know-how of how to govern the country? And I'll say this again here. For every problem that the country faces today, Peter Gregory Obi has a solution for it. Even the ones they are creating. For example, the issue of the highway to fraud. He told you what you can do to open up the economy of Nigeria. Dr. CM gave us a wonderful and sterling analysis of the roads that we have in our different geopolitical zone. And if you open up those roads, what it will do to the country. So, for me, I think Mr. Peter should probably manage his expectation, because if this guy did all he did in the last election, are you sure that this person is not hungry for power? Saying, "No, I have to be there," like the one that they have currently. The criminal drug baron that stole the last election in connivance with the INEC people. These are men that just want they want their name. They want to be referred to as ex-presidents. They don't have the love of the nation at heart. They don't care for the nation. The EPL saga, the EPL fraud going on when it comes to oil blocks in Nigeria and the oil thing in Nigeria, which I have said sometimes ago before Mr. Jonah brought it out here. You know what Tinubu has done in the past few months that he became president with the oil well of Nigeria? For me, Nigerians, at some point, I may want to tell you the honest truth. Getting these people out of power by ballot may not even work. It will have to be done the hard way. And that hard way, you and I know. So these guys are just, for me, they are not ready. Atiku does not love Nigeria. He does not love the people of Nigeria. He's just there for just for his own selfish ambition. Like you have the criminal drug baron today. Do you now know, sir, that they sell sachet rice in Nigeria? Sachet rice is sold in Nigeria. Sachet rice is in Nigeria as we speak today. That is how degrading, that is how bad the country has become. Sachet rice. People are finding their numbers. And when you talk about people leaving the country and moving to, madam, if the country is better, you and I will not be where we are today. For me, I don't blame people leaving the country. I was in Nigeria about 2 or 3 years ago, and I told my family, if I have the
Seconds left.
willpower, I have with the willpower, I have my private jet, and I can pack you all of into the US today, I will do it. Because the country is just, it's not get. I told you a story of an 8 years old boy, after taking a deep thinking, told the mother, Mommy, there is no hope for this country anymore. An 8 years old boy, after taking a deep thinking, told the mom, you and I, we are maybe in our 50s, in our 40s, in our 60s, 70s. This 8-year-old boy has not even seen anything. After taking a deep thinking, told the mother, Mom, there is no hope for this country. The song in the house now is Let's Us Japa. So for me, I will not blame anybody. I only blame this man because you don't even know the situation that led into this. But should he even get to this point? Before I get to this point, why not just call it quit and either separate for a little while and then you come back later? But if the country is better in the first place, would this even happen to this family after selling all they have? For many people, our problem today are the criminals that we thought are human beings, but they are demonic, they are satanic, they are evil. And don't let them bring that to your state by
Okay,
parading
please
for
round up.
you credentials that does not exist. When they tell you somebody his law firm is rated one of the 15 in one of the 15 best in the world, when we check, it was Bobo. Checking credentials now, some things they told us here are not even true. How can you lie and you want your people to vote for that same people? Why will you tell lies? Governance, man, people are wicked. And ever since that thing happened, you don't have their voice here for the past how many days now?
Please
Eh?
round up. Thank you.
Thank
Kindly
you very
round up.
much, madam. I yield the mic. Edo people, Barrister Olumide Akpata for your governor. Do all it will take to put Akpata there because he span into the palace of the Oba of Benin. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your great submission. Yeah, let me use the opportunity to ask every one of us to take the likes um, um, above 189 that it is now. Can we get it up to 200? Can you kindly press, if you're joining us, if you're just joining us, kindly press on the like button. Very important. I want to say welcome to Stella Afini. Is it Onyi Unwa? Welcome to this broadcast on behalf of Mr. Elvis. Then who else am I seeing here that just came in? Just a minute. Let me. Yeah. Well, that's also Frank Ono. Welcome to today's broadcast as well. Kindly help us press the like button and let's get the broadcast, viral. Let us take it viral. Let us get the likes up to 200. We can do it. Just press it. Everybody love this channel, so let's press it so that our voices will go far. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I will want to say, who is the next person? I can't really. Okay, we are how many people? 7 people on the panel. The 7th man, can you please just speak? The last man that came in. I can't see your name. Okay, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Yes, Abdul, Mike M. Abdul Malik. Please come through for us. You have 8 minutes and it starts now. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone in the panel. It's a privilege to be here again today. Let me go for this Peter Obi, sorry, I keep Peter Obi secretly meeting to Atiku. For me, it's not secretly because it's open. It's everywhere on air carry. It's not secretly anymore. What I see is that Sowore is jealous Peter Obi and ethnic bigot. There is nothing much. I read that yesterday. Peter Obi met with Atiku. They discussed about the situation in Nigeria currently, about the hardship. I read it yesterday about the hardship and the kidnapping and depression of the naira. What is going on currently in the country? That is what they discuss. They don't even discuss anything politics because I go through it yesterday. Not even today that it came out. What I see, Joshua is like jealous to Peter Obi and ethnic bigot. There is nothing much because Peter Obi is not enemy to Atiku, and Peter Obi is not a figure to any that is not position is not any position is not holding any position currently in Nigeria. It's not understand because he can meet Atiku because it's not I think Atiku is not an enemy. Yeah, he has the right to meet him just to discuss. For me, Peter Obi will not merge with Atiku. They will not merge. They just discuss about the hardship of what is going on in Nigeria, currently the situation in Nigeria. That is what they discuss. They don't even discuss anything politics. The other one, this Zafara resident that terrorists kidnapped 500 and killed some policemen. You see, I made this comment last 3 days, right? That before 1 week or 2 weeks, you will hear another story, either adopt students or kill people from somewhere. And it happened today again. Why can't Nigeria government declare war, send their soldier to Zafara, as they send soldier to Delta State Okwama? Because they kill almost policemen there, which is Nigeria force. The same thing they did to Okwama in the Delta State. They sent the army troop to there to kpai people there. But now they kpai people in Zafara now, police force. Why they can't send Nigeria troop there? You see, the country is not one country. For me, it's not one. Just take a look what is happening now. The same thing, just similar something happened now in the Delta, it happened in Zafara, but now there is nothing they will do on this Zafara now. They will not send Nigeria troop there. But if that kind of thing happen in the south or southeast, immediately they will send their troop to there. They are just there playing, they don't know what they are doing. They cannot move that country forward. They are just Yahoo politicians. They are Yahoo politicians, they are more than Yahoo boys. They don't have idea to move that country forward. Look at what I read today now again. Tinubu Shetima order VIP to pay toll gate fee at airport. Currently, the thing just came out, not quite long. VIP now, they will be paying toll gate fee at airport. You will hear they will announce it like few days coming now. They are just there just to plan how they will extort citizens.
Abdul Malik.
Eh?
Yeah, we only give the information that Mr.
Hello?
Elvis give here. So please, he has to verify that information before we pass it across. Thank you. The one with the
No. I can tell
top.
you where national newspaper. Go and verify it for national newspaper. It's real.
Yes. But
I'm
Mr.
telling you
Elvis
now,
is not.
it's what I read.
Brought it here.
National.
So please, I know, but yeah, just respect the rules. It's not. He hasn't brought it here, so he will have to verify whatever we say before we can say it here. So just stick to what we have as topic today. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, you cannot speak what you read, or okay, only thing that you see on the screen, right? Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can
Yes.
look at how you put it. Look at how you put it. You can say allegedly, just read
Allegedly. Okay. Yeah,
that
we
so
can
so so
do
and so and so.
Yeah, allegedly, but I believe allegedly, but I
it. You
believe
can
I can refer you to where you can read it. Understand?
I just say
Allegedly, but
allegedly for
read
now.
it to yeah, allegedly you can read it on the national newspaper. Is there the national newspaper? You can see it there. The national newspaper, you will see it there. Yeah, allegedly, okay, allegedly. Yeah. Sorry for that. It's true. Allegedly, because it's not yet pronounced. Yeah, it's true. It's not yet announced. Yeah, sorry for that. Understand? You see, how can somebody now be paying toll gate fee for airport like VIP? They are not. They are just there to extort people. They don't mean well for Nigerian citizens. They don't have plan for people there. The only thing and the solution is this: people need to wake up and do the needful. That is what I see. Because I tell you, this is how this thing will continue. It can never stop. It will continue this way till the citizen will say, okay, enough is enough. They should do the needful. That is how it will stop. Without that, it can never stop. Look at people can common Gary. Gary is the cheapest food I know when I was in Nigeria. Now most of people they cannot afford Gary. Imagine a country that has what it takes to be the best country or to be the 20th country, the best 20th country in the world. But now, common Gary, some people cannot afford it. Gary is common. I believe Gary is very common then. But today, Gary is good in Nigeria. You see, I always say this Nigeria youth, you guys should wake up and do the needful. I see no reason why somebody is hungry. You are dying silently, you keep quiet. And you have what it takes to make you better, but you are quiet.
Your
What are
network
you
is
waiting for?
fluctuating.
Why can't you do the needful so that you get, you say?
Your network is
You can't
fluctuating.
hear me?
We can hear you now. 1 minute more, please.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now. 1 minute more. You got 1 minute
Okay,
left.
so yeah, sorry
So
for
wrap up.
that. I
That's
don't
okay.
know. Yeah, sorry for what I don't know why. Okay, let me just use it 1 minute talk to Edo State people for the upcoming governorship election. Edo State, if you want to have steady light, and if you want to have water, if you want to have free education, and if you want to have good road in Edo State, please vote for Olumide Akpata, change PDP and APC. They have failed us for a long time. Let's change another party to see if that one will favor us. Yes, because see what they are doing. APC now, they are in the charge of Nigeria. Look at the economy. Every day is going down. Today, how much is dollar today? How much is euro today? Imagine. Thank you.
Okay. I think his network is yeah. But anyway,
No,
he
I'm
is
finished. I'm
giving.
finished. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Mr. Chris, good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Are you
Yeah,
there?
yes, I'm here, cheerleader. You don't reach your hand today.
Are you
Cheerleading, good
where are
evening.
you Baba Egbe?
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, well,
Welcome.
it is really a delight to be with everybody again today. And it's also a special delight to have the opportunity to speak with Nigerians all over the world. In this connection, I want to thank Mr. Naija for giving us this opportunity to be able to give expressions to the things we feel about our country, the politics, the economy, religion, everything, all in all. Mr. Naija, I salute you, and I do sincerely hope that Tottenham they are able to defeat Man City today. Well, moving on, I want to thank everybody in the comment section, and especially Mommy Diaspora for all you do. I greet especially Mommy and every other person in the comment section. You know, it's a delight just listening and reading your comments. And like I said before, reading through the comment section can just give somebody an idea of what's going on, of what the discussion is all about. So even if you are not opportune to watch the video, but from the comment section, you can get a robust view of what's going on in our country. Yeah, I'll just move on to the issues that has been thrown up for discussion. Well, I think for the unfortunate incident of the man that died his wife in the UK, well, it's just a constant reminder to everybody, and that marriage is not by force. It is not do or die. It is not a question of God does not like divorce. You know, when a marriage becomes toxic, people should learn to look at the sign, and people should know when to do the needful. Because we must understand that it's not every woman that's supposed to be a mother, and it's not every male that's supposed to be a father. And marriage is not meant for everybody. When that understanding, when there's a total breakdown of rule of law and order, I think that's the best time to have a rethink. Forget about what your society thinks. Forget about what people will say. Because eventually, if you take any action, people are going to say something. If you don't do anything, they are going to say something. So it is better you do something for the benefit of your health. We should avoid coping mechanism, like Madam Luke said yesterday. We should avoid those mechanisms. We should face the bull, we face the issues on hand and deal with those things. Look now, we've lost somebody. The mother is not there. The father has been sent to life imprisonment. What's going to happen to the kids? Like Mr. Niger Watch asked from the beginning of this discourse, what's going to happen to the kids? And that's a big question mark. And I think it's a learning curve for every person going through the challenges of marital, going through any form of marital challenge. I think it's high time you take stock, put a hold, look back, and see what you can do to address the situation instead of just hoping that it's going to go away. Naturally, problems don't go away. Then the next thing, if I just drive slowly to the meeting of Peter Obi with Atiku, the Sule Lamidus, the Saraki, and co. Well, I think for me, I'm going to be slow on that because we don't have all the full facts yet. We don't even know the content of that meeting. We don't even know what transpired. We don't know what, you know, the modus of operandi of that meeting. We are still not clear. Obviously, it will revolve around politics and the next election, but we are still not sure. It could just be for other things. So it will be very how will I put that? It will be very shallow if I want to discuss anything in that direction, because it's all going to be allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. As the way things are for now, I don't think Peter Obi has done anything wrong. This was a party that he was a member. He was a card-carrying member of that party for a long time, and these were his people before. And these are Nigerians. He can't just say because he's in Labour Party, because of this, he's not going to associate with any person any longer. Politics does not work like that. You know, there
Yeah,
has to
Mr.
be,
Chris.
yes.
Mr. Chris, sorry for cutting you short,
No, it's
please.
okay.
Yeah, you said it could be for other things. Which other things? Could you be specific?
You see, that's exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly the point. Because we are not sure. Because we are not sure. So there is no point trying to discuss, because we'll just discuss, hit up the politics, and at the end of the day, we'll just be saying allegedly, 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 allegedly. So I'll just focus, rather, I'll spend my 8 minutes to focus on what I know.
Mr. Chris,
Yes.
just 30 seconds. That was why I said something here that it would have been a brotherly thing for Shore to have called Peter Obi to ascertain what is hearing outside and confirm. But because of greed and hatred, jealousy, he couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'll just continue. Yeah, Mr. Black Panther, you are perfectly right. And that's going to be the next set of discussion I'm going to get into. So, Mr. Jonathan, like I was saying, instead of me focusing on the unknown, I'm going to focus on the unknown. And I'm going to focus on the known. And what is known is that it appears Showore is working against the upliftment of Nigeria. If you ask me, why did you make such a profound statement? Isn't it obvious that it's exactly the same pattern that those that are against Nigeria are using? That's exactly the same pattern Showore is using. How come it is only Peter Obi that the APC has been attacking, the Agbado camp has been attacking? They conveniently left Atiku alone. And that's exactly the same thing Showore is doing. And from my estimation, people that are attacking Peter Obi, they know he has something that he has to offer to this country. So that's why they are attacking him left, right, and center. For Showore, I think, because on this platform, I've maintained several times that Showore has to find a way, or I even said Peter Obi has to find a way of working with Showore. The Labour Party has to find a way of working with Showore so that he can bring that force to the Labour Party. But it is obvious that Showore is a Mr. Know-it-all. I'm going to have it my way or no way at all. And the only thing that leads to that amongst men is the audacity and arrogance of ignorance. The arrogance of ignorance. When you are so ignorant and it gives you a level of confidence that makes you to be arrogant. Because if not that, how can you simply explain all that Showore has been doing? For somebody that got 6 million votes, somebody that Showore saw that everybody, even people in PDP, they acknowledge that this man was robbed of his election. This man was robbed of his victory. Showore saw what happened in Lagos, in Plateau, in Nasarawa. The way Peter Obi's vote were reduced across the country. But Showore would not bother. He wouldn't bother. But rather, he's still on the trajectory, trying to flog Peter Obi. Well, I stand before you to address this concerning and perplexing issue once and for all. Omoyele Showore, who is supposed to be a prominent figure, who he himself has suffered the grave injustice of being jailed illegally for 4 years, being separated from his family. He cannot face the government that did that to him. He has chosen to direct his attack to Peter Obi, who has done him no evil. Peter Obi has not attacked him in any way. Even the obedient, they are not even after him. It is bewildering and disheartening to witness Showore's fixation on Peter Obi instead of joining forces with those striving for a better Nigeria. But he's obsessed with undermining Obi. Peter Obi, a man who has consistently demonstrated his commitment to transparency, accountability, and progressive policies. I don't know where this misdirected aggression is coming from, other than from an angle of hate or from an angle of arrogance. The government that unjustly imprisoned you for 4 years. And apart from that, this government has perpetrated numerous atrocities across the nation, from rampant corruption, mismanagement of resources, to widespread human rights abuses. The regime remains unchallenged by those who have the platform to hold it accountable. It is only Peter Obi that is doing this. And Showore, with his influential voice and significant followership, should also be at the forefront of joining Peter Obi in this battle to call out this government, instead of acting in parallel to what Peter Obi is doing. I think Showore's energy would be far better spent shining a light on the government's misdeeds, advocating for the rule of law, and supporting those who share the same vision for a free and fair Nigeria. But by targeting Peter Obi, he unknowingly is aiding the very forces that he has stood against in the past. And that is why I called it the audacity of ignorance. I think it's high time Sowore recalibrate his focus and redirect his efforts towards the true adversary, towards the true problem of the country, and not towards Peter Obi, and not to the obedient. I think that's a lesson for Sowore, because we remember the role he played in 2014 stroke
Please
2015.
round up. Mhm.
Yes, I'll
Can you
round
round
up in
up?
30 seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Remember the role he played in 2014, 2015 in bringing the APC to power. Even when he came out to contest, a lot of people, they just overlooked that and still supported him. But still, Sowore will not be satisfied. It has been one diatribe against Peter Obi from one to other. From you, he's not talking about the fuel scarcity. He's not talking about the falling, unstable forex. He's not talking about all those. He's not talking about the election that was stolen, the 25%, the irregularities. But he's focused on one man that is doing the same thing that he is also fighting for. Definitely, that is ignorance. Well, thank you, Nigerians, for listening to me. And thank you, Mr. Anjawas, for the opportunity to contribute to this very topic. Thank you all, and good evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chris, for your brilliant submission. Thank you. I think I will do another 4 minutes, unless Mr.
Mama,
Najawa.
Mama,
Yes,
can
yes,
I have 30 seconds?
yes, please.
Yeah, Mr. Chris, you said something about ignorance. I believe he is not acting on ignorance. He's acting on information gathered by those people that are in-house in APC and in this government that are feeding him to do the rhetoric so that they can step in and bring Peter Obi down. That is what Sowore is doing. It's not ignorance. He knows what he's doing. So when he comes here, I pray he comes here one day. I'm going to challenge him.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. Mother Patricia, God bless you, ma. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you all right there, my people. Thank you very much. Do your part. Press on the like button. Help us to share. Everybody have given their submission right now, so we're
Mr.
going to have a
Elvis,
final submission. Yes, sir.
that your black soup, it take too many time for you to come back. Oh, that thing must be really
I did
delicious.
here
Oh.
now. I did
I said
here. I
that
did
black
listen
soup,
to Nana.
that black soup and starch, it
I
take long
beg,
time.
I
Oh.
beg, I beg, I beg.
We smell
Go
and
on,
yell,
I
Mr.
beg.
Elvis. We smell and for yell.
You want to like say no chop
All right.
black soup. Elvis,
I beg. Let's have our final submission. Madam Patricia is still taking over. Don't worry, but we're going to have a final submission on just three minutes so that we can round up. All right. 3 hours, whenever we achieve these 3 hours, I'm always happy. Let's have our final submission right now. I'm going to start with Madam Patricia. Then, Madam Patricia, please, once you are done, we have a new person that just joined us right now, Mr. Paul. Then you call him to give his submission before other people take their 3 minutes. Thank you very much, ma.
Okay, then. Thank you. Thanks again.
God bless you, ma.
Wow. Man, thank you. Okay. Welcome, Mr. Paul. Welcome to this today's brokers. Please, if you guys, anyone joining us newly, just press on the like button. It's very important. We still need the figures to go up. So please do the needful to click on it. The thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. It's also very, very important. Thank you
Okay,
so
we
much.
lost Mr. Paul,
Yeah.
Mr. Edubisi. We lost him. So let's just go with the final submission.
Yes, I think I will just let Mr. Jonathan go on. And if I have anything later, I can come on. Mr. Jonathan.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no, sorry, just a minute. Let me call Mr. Paul to give us his 5 minutes before I call on you again. Thank you. Mr. Paul, please unmute and give us your 5-minute submission. Welcome again to the broadcast. Is it there?
Mr. Dubis, do you need to unmute yourself, sir? Mr. Paul, are you not there? Okay,
doesn't
he's
look
not
like
ready yet.
yes.
Yeah, Mr. Jonathan, please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis and Madam Patricia, all the panelists. I just want to add this to my earlier submission, and I think one of the panelists, I think it was Tilbala, I think he mentioned it briefly, which is the issue of where focus should be more now, rather than this merger or alliance, whatever they want to call it, mega party, which is just it's a mirage. It's not going to happen anyways. I think effort, if we're spending time now discussing about the electoral reform, it will have been more productive, it will have been more informative, it will have been more beneficial for Nigeria and Nigerians together. If it is the electoral reform that we're talking about, how to ensure, if we spend the time we're spending today on that, it will have been more beneficial as far as I'm concerned and more productive. And we will have sent a message to the system, to the current, people. I try as much as possible to avoid using the word leaders. I try, except if in fact, hardly with that word comes from my mouth describing Nigerian politicians. I try as much as possible, except it just come out of my mouth maybe suddenly. But for me to deliberately, knowingly, ascribe them as leaders, it's not. I don't think it's appropriate. These present people that are in charge there, calling the shot there, it will have sent a better message to them if we're talking about the electoral reforms, because that is where attention should be. All these people, all these politicians that are looking for soft landing, Atiku and co, looking for all the means available to get themselves inject themselves back into the polity, looking for support, especially these people have lost relevance in the scheme of things in Nigeria, the way Nigeria is right now, and the way political awareness has graduated. They can't anymore, because the way you can manipulate successfully in the past, you can't do that again. And one of the ways they can use effectively is they want to ride on the back of Mr. Peter Obi. That's what they are doing right now, instead of them to focus on the major issue. If Atiku is calling on Mr. Peter Obi to let us talk on the electoral reform, that is why I didn't want to press on Mr. Chris when he was giving his submission, when he said maybe they discuss other things. Well, that's why I didn't want to press on it. I want to, agree. Maybe, just maybe, they talked about the electoral reforms, because we don't know. Yes, we don't know what actually transpired. Just maybe they discuss about that. They're talking about what are we going to do? How are we going to put pressure on this system? How are we going to form a movement? Because you have the political clout, you have the capacity to do that. If you are not afraid, if you are really for the people, you really want a change, truly, you want a true change in Nigeria, maybe that's what he called Mr. Peter Obi for, to discuss. Let's discuss how we are going to put pressure on this government to make sure that the next election will be free and credible. Let's start right now, because that's our sure bet. Honestly speaking, that's our sure bet. Because going into any election 2027 is with the current system is just a waste of time, because it has been said, I don't see how Mr. Tinubu is going to be there and allow power to be taken away from him with the current system. It will be tough. It will be tough. It will be fight to finish, as we say, as we used to say, it's fight. It will be fight to finish. You have to take the power, muzzle the power away from this man, this crooked, this criminal, this drug baron. You want to muzzle power away from him. Nigerians, it will be fight to finish into that time. It will be fight to finish. So our best bet is to focus on the electoral system. At least let's do it. At least let's give it a try. Don't let just be talking about 2027, these politicians. That's an indication that they don't care about Nigerians. It says it all. At least use the next 12 months, focus on the electoral system. Let's fight for it. Because as we all know, if you don't ask, you won't get. And that's what politics is all about too. That's what agitation is all about. It's only when you ask and you fight for it that you will get it. At least let's
30
give it.
seconds left.
This politician should do this rather than talking about merger. I just want to put that out there for them, out there for Nigerians to know that our focus should be much more on forming a movement, the people's movement for electoral reform in Nigeria. Because without that, well, as I said,
We go nowhere.
it will be fight to finish come next election. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks.
you so much. Thank you. Nigerians have heard you. They've heard you loud and clear. Yes, we have to fight for the electoral reform because that is actually one of our major problems. So they've heard you, and I believe we all will do the needful. Thank you. Mr. I think I will go the same way again. Mr. Give us a mandate. Should Black Panther go before you, or you want to speak now? You want to give your last submission?
Yeah, I mean, I can speak now. I can speak.
So go ahead. Okay. But meanwhile, let me say a shout out to Mr. Is it Oriyomi Oluwasegun Abdul? Welcome to the broadcast. Great to see you. Thank you for being a part of the channel today. God bless you. Go on, please. Give us a mandate.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I may not say much. Mr. Jonathan probably said so many things, but I'll just probably dwell on the Edo State election. Edo people, come closer. Let's talk again today. Please and please, if you mean well for the state, you mean well for the Bini Kingdom, you mean well for the Oba of the kingdom, the Oba Tokpaye, if you mean well for him, your best bet is to vote for Barrister Olumide Ozambovu Apata. He's a man for the job. He's the one that I believe can actually take on the issue of education, take on the issue of bad roads, take on the issue of light, infrastructural development, and grow the states. And as it stands today now, you'll be seeing several other people coming out telling you they want to also be heard. And don't get me wrong, everybody's entitled to be heard. But some of these people will come out as surrogates for the current government because allegedly they may have been paid. Allegedly. So be wise, be decisive, be determined to take back the state from the hands of these looters and wicked men. It is time to save the state, to rescue the state, and give Edopo good governance. So I leave it to you by saying that Barrister Olumide Apata is a man for the job. He's been tried, he's been tested, he's been proven. At least They didn't tell you that Barrister Olumide Akpata law firm is ranking one of the 20 in the world, and you went to check and it's a fallacy. Like they told you that somebody's law firm rank one of the 15 in the world, best 15, but when you check, na bobo. You check their credentials, self. Some things we then tell you, you know, they there. I challenge you all. You can go use a Bing or Copilot, pull their credentials, put them side by side. Then you will know who is telling the truth. So they are not far from you, my people. They want to hype them. They will continue to hype them and hype them until they hype them into oblivion. But cast your votes for Barrister Osaibu Olumide Akpata. Is a man for the job. And let the state start enjoying good things. I mean, you can look at what is happening in Abia State. Look at Mr. Peter Gregiobi. Olumide
Is it
Akpata
from me?
sat down with these people and they know what they need to do for the state. So my people,
We can't
vote
hear
Barrister
you.
Olumide
Can't hear
Akpata.
you.
Can you hear me?
Sorry, the network is fluctuating.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear
You
me?
can hear me. Okay. I think, yeah, now your network was very, very bad before. Yes. Please round up 30 seconds. Thank you.
Okay. So Mama, Papa became ready for village. Our talk we say make una go vote for Barrister Olumide Akpata. Vote Papa, Mama, Pikin. Now him be the man for the job. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Madam
Black
Patricia, I'm
Panther.
here.
Okay. Who is that?
Now my turn now. Wait. Okay.
Now, Black Panther son. No. Before Tell Bella.
No, it's still below turn. You drop him. You drop
No,
him.
it's Black Panther. It's after Black Panther, then it's your turn. So Black Panther, come through. Please, 3 minutes. Thank you.
It's supposed to be Tubala turn, but the system changed it again. It's not your fault, mother. Tubala, you can take your
Okay,
turn. Yeah, the
let
system
Teobala
changed
go
it.
then. Okay, let him go then. Teobala, please come through. Thank
Okay,
you. Sorry.
thank you so much. Just like what Jonathan have said, I think he basically said initially, like I've also mentioned similar thing initially, because see, we should be talking about solution right now. Nigeria indeed is in big problem. You know, the citizens of the country at the moment, whether we like it or not, most of them, majority, cannot feed. They are living from hand to mouth. So the issue of talking about merger, whether we like it or not, and there is every tendency towards that. There's every tendency towards their merger and all of that. Like I said, we only have two ways whereby any political party can unseat, not even unseat, to win an election in Nigeria. I can't use the word unseat because someone also said it. It's not easy to unseat any what's it called? Current president, how would I put it? Any presidential candidate that is even in power. Everybody is not Jonathan. So one of the ways is to form a merger. Which action Peter Obi is going to take or is taking, I'm not going to fault him. We don't know what they are discussing behind the scene, but the truth of the matter is that one is part of it, whether they like it or not. The second way is to work on the electoral system so that the people can really say they want to, as in their vote will count. Otherwise, somebody will come and tell you, say, go to court. And you will go to court, nowhere, nothing for you. So it's very important they start talking about all those, if I thought they're even talking about 2027, they should be talking about electoral reform. That is the most important thing at the moment. In addition to that, I also want to use this opportunity to beg each and every one of us regarding the Edo State election. I'm not here to talk about any candidates or whatever. Please, we can campaign for any of your candidate, please, but remove Palace out of politics. That position is too big to be dragging into any candidate or whatever. So that is what I just want to say. Whoever come out or whoever want to win the election, let them win. But the most important thing is that that position should not just be dragged around as if you are just discussing just a mere position. It's not a local government position. Please, we should be very careful with what we say, especially with regard to the position of the Oba. talk about the issue, say your candidate. At least there are some positive side you can talk about your candidate. Then it's allowed. You can talk the negative side of the other persons. It's allowed. Please, we should be careful.
Bala, talk to. I want to object you on issues. See, when you are campaigning for your candidate, be very strong and confident. Don't direct people on how to talk. Just be confident on your candidate and speak rightly. Whoever want to vote for a candidate will still vote for your candidate. That's how it goes.
No, we are saying the same thing. My whole point is that they should remove a palace out of it. That is all. I don't know whoever they're using it, whether PDP, APC, or Labour. I don't care. At least that is all I'm saying. Whoever win, whoever we are campaign for it. That's not my business. You know. Most importantly, as in that is all. As in palace should be respected. That position should be respected. That's what I'm saying. It's not just a mere position, just drag into one or two issues like that. That is just what I'm saying. I'm not against anybody campaigning for any candidate.
Yeah, Ogati Obala, can I quickly cut in?
It's just an advice. It's not a debate.
Yes, can I quickly cut in? 10 seconds.
You are free.
Yes, thank you. And nobody is using the palace to campaign. Nobody is doing that. Rather, people are even speaking up that the palace should be respected. And I don't see anything wrong with that. It is the people that try to contend with the palace in the first place. In the first place, that should be spoken to. And that's the people that people are speaking to. They dare contend with the palace in the first place. So you don't expect the good people of Edo State or the people that are watching what's going on in Edo State to keep quiet because you don't want to drag. No, it's not dragging the palace. It is protecting the palace.
I think I've said what I want to say, but that is what I want to say. So I've said it. So I'm not against anybody's opinion. All I want to say, I've said it. And I don't think I need any explanation for that. Nigerians, please. We all need to come out, fight for our souls. We all need to come out, talk for the betterment of the nation. We can't keep living this way. We can't keep living this way. If anybody have any solution to provide for the president or wherever the ministers, anyway, or we need to call them out, I think we should go in that direction. Because we might be living where there are some persons today that have not been able to even eat 1 square meal a day. Most of us have experienced this one going back home and all of that. We all have friends and family. People do call you on a daily basis. We cannot just allow them to continue in that manner. We need policies that can enhance, that can better the lives and the lives of everyone living in the country. We should take that one as our utmost priority. Find a way, because Nigerian people deserve a good life. They deserve a constant electricity. They deserve a stable internet. They deserve good water and many other things, quality education and many others. So I think it's the responsibility of the president, the minister, the governors, and all the leaders across all the fairs or whatever of the state to be able to roll out policies that will be able to benefit an average Nigerian. And we should all hold them accountable for that. All this 2027 should be art. I don't even winning election. You're not. Someone have said it's not easy to unseat the current president or the president. So that is it. Please, thank you. Have your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Black Panther, please. Yes. So come through. It's your time. You got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes before me.
Thank you, Mama. 4 minutes. I want to thank everybody that has spoken. We all are soft today, and it's only me. I brought out my anger over Shore, and I will continue to do this till Shore is permanently taken out of Nigerian politics and let him face his activism, so that it does not disrupt, or neither will other people start giving me check so that they can do destruction. Because I see a red flag in this, and that is how I'm brought up. If I see a red flag, I don't care what you're saying, that you're trying to follow Nigeria, that is part of PDP. I don't care what you're saying. This man has singled out himself and has told you, he came out and said, vet me. Vet me. Shore said, vet him. And if you found anything wanting in him, he will step down in Nigerian politics and start to, forge ahead and work so that we can, you don't start scrutinizing the man that is not your leader. You can't scrutinize somebody that is not leading. Both of you were rigged out of election, and both of you have one point where you can merge. And one thing that you are pursuing for the betterment of the country. That's exactly this man is pursuing. So you both have a rally point where you can meet. For you to stand and beat your chest and start saying something negative about this man, I think you're doing a great disservice to the people that are even supporting you, and great disservice to this nation called Nigeria. It is absurd for you to continue this rhetoric, and for you to continue and tell us not to suspect you for working with this government. Anybody can say, oh, this government, the political people, they've damaged our country. Yes, they damaged our country, but you've not spoken anything concerning this government. You've not spoken anything. Yes, you will say, oh, they allocated numbers, but still you have not said what was wrong and prepare a solution to it. You've not spoken it. And you are just there attacking one single man that have come out to say, vet me. And to the Edo people, look, this is no matter. I want to say it in the local language. I hope they don't do us. I believe they don't do us. Because if we don't play politics of region, it no help us. We play politics of tribalism, it no help us. We play politics of the man, the best man for the job, it no help. The man where we say we believe is the best man, and it no come out for us to vet him. And we vet him. We say if they come from another black pot. We said he cannot come out from that black pot. If you know, say you want to vet you freely without the stain of black pot, you go to another place, another party, and come out. They will look at you as white as a dove. But not when you come out for PDP, which you have given power for more than 18 years, they've ruled us. The other one, Papa say, if person fail jam, he no get time to come do another exam, make he see whether he go pass. He do the 2 exam, he fail. The other one come, we say na technocrat. He do the same exam, he fail. Then you want make that same person when he come from that place again, make he can't give you somebody, make he come because the person come from place where we say they never rule before. Look, the situation where we dey now, if you follow they never rule before, put somebody there, and he can't come there, can't mess up. Where you who you now go talk to? Where you now go shout go? Say the person put them now come from another dimension. This is the best time to change them. We have seen the new Labour Party have worked in the state. They are performing well. This is a new trajectory that we want to find, we want in our state. Let's vote in somebody that has not stayed himself with them. Go and vet Olumide Akpata or Sadogbo Akpata. Vet him whether he has worked for government. Vet him whether he has stolen any money. Vet him if his credentials cannot, whether he has spoken lie. Vet him in every aspect of it, and look at him and look at his heart and see whether it's not right, because you don't need to be an expatriate to govern a nation. I don't tell you now. Now person where he love us, person where he love us, and person where ready to fall because of a country, in state. Now he go fit rule. Now that person, that one be the qualification. Not the person where go do economic summit or something where we say you no get good road, you no get light. I know the political, you no get good road, we no get light, we no get electricity, we no get security. Then somebody come bring economic summit. On top which economic summit that thing go stand now? Why no go fall? Which person you go invite me come invest for those states when you no get good road, you no get light? And this one now expatriate sit down there. Expatriate when no do this common sense where I apply. So because in economics, now this thing that they first do before they bring any economic to come sit down on top that place and strive well. You and I know say we no get light. How many are you going to do business? This we need somebody who go put those things so that we go do them by ourselves. That is what we need. And this man has come out that this is the things that is well needed. That is why I say he not like the governance system of this present person. He not like, and that's by saying no, that's by saying in cousin. He not like the way they do. This is not the proper way to rule. This is not the proper way to govern people. You need to put the 4 cardinal points on ground so that your economic summit will sit down gidigba and strive well, solely without government interference. That is what is called a man with economic times, because economy starts from the base, the fundamentals. So they not do also. We not fit vote the same party again and again. They tell us, say, oh, we gonna look at the main person. We not go look at the main person, but now the same party that it come from. Now the thing when they talk for APC be that APC say look at Agbado, you know the difference. Now don't they hear me?
Now we can hear you, but it was not so good before.
Let me finish. Let me land. The
Okay.
people, the entire people of Edo State, Mokuna hear very well. Mokuna not repeat the same mistake, because if you repeat the same mistake, another 8 years, you go land gidigba. The person who organize local government election, what he do? He write the election, come give us, and that man now go come saying the white snow, come bring somebody for us. The only thing wey him get na rig, he go rig, and we ready gidigba for ground. Edo people, make we wise up. Not be Esan go repair Nigeria, not be Benin go repair. We want somebody that love the land. The land, person ready to go down because of because of us. Now be the person will be good leadership. Now go feel rule. Not be person will carry certificate with 3 credit. Not be that type of person. We want people who be saying he love us. When no say the good, we need to put things in charge so that we ourselves will go develop the state by ourselves. If you get road, get good water, we go fit develop. Somebody tell me to say na bowl where those people don't like clean water. Say na bowl we like. There is no way we go say we want support this PDP where they no go talk lie. They go talk lie. So we gonna just think well, because me I don't talk my own. I am ready to stick to the new dimension than to go with the old layers that we have in the country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Mr. Abdul Malik, your time start now. You have 3 minutes.
Good evening again.
Maybe we'll stretch it to 4. Okay?
Yeah, good evening again. We are here again. See, I want to show worry. He has interest, bigotry, and jealous against Peter Obi, because Peter Obi he did not hold any government position currently in Nigeria. He has the right to meet Atiku and discuss. Yes, he has the right. That one is no issue for me, because I believe Peter Obi can never merge with Atiku. Peter Obi is not a key, he knows what he's doing. He's an intelligent man. Currently, there is no politician like Peter Obi currently in Nigeria. They just want to put the man down so that they know the man is their problem. It's the one that disturbing them. That's why they are against the man. He's clean man. He don't have any problem. And he will not have problem, understand? He cannot meet with Atiku. You just meet it and discuss about current situation in Nigeria. Because I read it yesterday. That is for that. Nigeria government, please, we are waiting ahead to hear that you sent military troop to Zamfara, because they killed some policemen and they kidnapped almost 500 people, resident there. We are waiting to hear that you sent troop there. Not that the way you do at least see the way you do for Kwama. See do the same thing at Zamfara. We are waiting to hear that. Few days coming. Because you cannot do one side, you leave the other side. It's not possible. Because when you born twins, if you go to market, you buy shoe for Omo, you don't buy for Odio. Probably you don't want the house to be settled. You don't need peace for the house. Yes, you must buy the tool. If you don't have the tool money, you leave it. You get the tool, complete money to buy the tool for the twins. Yes, that is how it is. You cannot favor one side and the other side you don't favor there. It's not right. It's very bad. You cannot. There is no citizen benefit from you people. No light, no road, no free education. Look at Europe, from kiddie school to secondary school is free education. You only pay for your child feeding school. only university you pay. What type of government are we having in Nigeria? People are watching. They are just waiting who will start it. There is one thing I want to tell you guys. You should stop saying that you don't see who will remove this current government in position now. It's no. Don't say that. See, when they remove military, who is common civilian, they are civilian like you. They even fear more than you. Military, they are removed. Who is civilian? Not to remove. They will be removed when time reach. Who is there not to be removed? Jonathan was there, he removed, they removed it, you understand? Bola Tinubu, when time reach, just because last time they made a mistake. But 2017 will not be like that. You will see how it will happen. I believe, I promise you. People are very, very angry in that country now. They are waiting for who will start it first. You guys should stop saying that you don't believe nobody will remove those people on seat. No. They will remove them when time reach. Yes, for me. Look at now, there is nothing is going in that country, nothing is moving. Inflation everywhere. No, common Gary. People cannot buy Gary. Common Gary, how much? How much is Gary? Gary now is very cost. It's like gold in Nigeria. What are you saying?
30
And
seconds
we
to
are
round up.
there, they are there waiting. I don't even know what they are doing there. You cannot eat, you cannot feel. Start this thing for your local government, for your preference. It's allowed, it's peaceful, it's peaceful demonstration. But you are dying silently. Terrorists everywhere, you can no longer go to farm. There is no way safe. Everywhere, they are every day they are trying to find way to extort people money.
Time is
Now
up.
they want to, you say?
Your time is up. Please just round up.
Now 4 minutes
10
off.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's okay.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Chris.
Madam Patricia, please, can I get just a few seconds, please, before Mr. Chris comes on board?
Okay, before you comes on board. Okay, let me know when you are.
I just want to say this to what Mr. Abdul Malik said. He said they have not sent troops to Samfara. There is no oil in Samfara now. Oil no dey Samfara. So there is no oil in Samfara, and the gold wey dey for Samfara sef is for Samfara people. If they like, they can buy a whole battalion. I mean, a whole battalion of Nigerian army in Samfara or Jigawa. They will not send one recruit. Talk of one commission officer there. That's Nigeria for you. Troop for where? Where there is no crude oil. It is only in the south, south. If they shoot one army officer, just shoot. They no buy ammo. They just shoot them for leg. All hair will broke loose. All hair will broke loose. Kolu, Mr. Your man there in Aso Rock, he will give that man that they shoot in the leg, he will give him award, national award for shooting him in the leg, as long as he was shot in the south, not in Jigawa. Is that a country? What a shame. Thank you, Madam Patricia.
Thank you so much. Okay, Chris. You're not ready.
I did, yeah, cheerlead. I got Jonathan, they make me laugh.
Not to lean you.
So, yeah, no, this yeah, well.
Now, true, they talk now. Oh, you know this Zamfara now. Now, the oil they won't drink.
It's perfectly right. That's the funny
The
part.
only thing they take army surround the south everywhere. And the oil.
Yeah, it's perfectly right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, thank you again for the opportunity to give a final submission. Abdul Malik, You know, each time I listen to you, there's this sense of relaxation. You just dish out your point slowly, gradually, and you grind it home, you know, the way it should be. Thank you very much. Well, Mr. Jonathan, you are coming again on the spotlight because now I'm going to talk about the Labour Party and Barrister Lumide Akpata. Mr. Jonathan, during this campaign, you famously said something because I like referring to what people said on this panel. You asked somebody to talk about his candidates, and the person wanted to start with his education. You said, no, leave education, leave every of those things. Tell us how your candidate is going to govern. You see, that then was a fundamental question. But maybe some of us didn't see it like that. But today I now realize the importance of that question. Because people can come with fake CVs, fake this, fake that. People can come with owning the best law firm, the best 15 law firm or whatever. But at the end of the day, most of all these things, they are all half truths and outright lies. Thank you for that question. So now the question is that if we leave every other thing, what does Olumide Agbata brings to the table? He brings a lot of things. The first and foremost of it all is that he said he was going to govern with a human face. And immediately, any political office holder, once you have that as a characteristics, it automatically means most likely and in all events you are going to govern well. Because if government is about the people and you promise to govern with a human face, with a human heart, it means you are going to do the biddings of the people when you get to power. And this is what Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party has promised Edolites. This is what Peter Obi promised Nigerians. And this is what Alex Otin has been doing in Abia State. So there's a precedent, there's a promise, and there's somebody that's actually carrying out that promise. So I don't like, we should not miss this opportunity to get somebody that's ready, willing, and has demonstrated in every of his campaign that he's going to govern you with a human feeling. He's going to put your feelings, your interest first before any ambition that his soul craves. And how is he going to do all this? Is it just talk, talk, talk? No. He went ahead to tell us that he's going to obey the rule of law. And that is the most important thing that binds a society together. It is because of the lack of the rule of law. That is why leaders, political leaders, can do whatever they want to do because they know they will get away with it. But when there is rule of law, even a leader that doesn't want to act well, ab initio, is forced to act well because he knows that eventually the long arm of the law will catch up with him. And this is what Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party has promised Edolites. Again, he said he's going to be accountable to you, Edolites. His government is going to be transparent. It is not the government of MOU that Obaseki has been perpetuating in the states. Like Wike famously asked Obaseki, who are your contractors? Who are the people doing contracts for the PDP? We don't know them. What are the bidding processes like? We don't know them. Nothing. The funds meant for these projects, who are the people scrutinizing them in the House of Assembly for the first 3 years? How many were they? Just about 7 or 8 of them, without accountability. And this is another thing Barrister Olumide they promised to bring to the table. And again, inclusiveness is going to include everybody in the government, people that are ready to work together and move the state forward. It's not going to be a Mr. I know it all, like the present shenanigans we have at Osadebe Avenue. They've turned themselves to military dictators, not listening to anybody. it must be their way or no way. We saw what they wanted to do with the artifacts. It's this question of I know it all. That was what resulted to this problem of artifacts. And people must talk about them. Because you have to listen to people, you have to be inclusive, you have to consult far and wide. You don't know everything. That is why it is democratic government. You refuse to conduct local government election. And these are the areas where your candidate, your anointed candidate said is going to continue. Going to continue from where you stop. Obviously, if that one comes to power, he's still not going to conduct local government election because he knows it all. There's a reason why we have separation of power. And that's why Olumide Agbata has promised inclusiveness. What about infrastructure? He has told us what he's going to do with infrastructure. He has decried the decadence of infrastructure in the states. And he said he's going to give infrastructure a total facelift, not selective facelift, selective facelift, not erecting billboard and calling the roads federal roads. That is totally shameful and disgraceful. When that video went viral, why did he not go and put sign there that it was a? We started seeing videos of road construction everywhere. Olumide Agbata promised he's not going to do infrastructure like how they are washed away like biscuits. Not even digestive biscuit, carving biscuits for that matter. It's a shame. What about hospitals? Olumide said he's going to provide us with affordable hospital for everybody. But what has Obaseki done? The central hospital, the general hospital that are supposed to be made for the common masses, they transform that to a public-private partnership. Everything is about money. To the extent the people on minimum wage, they can't even afford the services of that hospital. Of what use is that hospital is to the general populace if it cannot meet the needs of the people that it's supposed to be meant for in the first place? Must everything be commercialized? This has been the cry of Mr. Oduwa about the Okpila cement factory. The people should benefit from their infrastructure. Need I talk about the library that they converted to a shopping mall in the 21st century, and you wonder why the West is ahead of all of you? You prioritize shopping mall over a library.
Okay.
And also, let me just round up, please. Olumide talked about the middle class. You see, we have three sets of people: the rich, the poor, and the middle class. It is the middle class that drives the society. Barrister Olumide Agbata said he's going to empower those in the middle class. But so that I don't use more than my time, tomorrow there's still more time to talk about this. In summary, Edolites, Black Panther has told you guys, don't miss this opportunity. Give us a mandate has told you guys, don't miss this opportunity to ensure you vote that leader that truly cares, the leader that's promised to govern with a human face. Good evening, Nigerians. Thank you, Chair Lady, Madam Patricia, for giving me the opportunity. And thank you, Mr. Ninjawatch.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chris. Your submissions are always brilliant. I just love hearing you. Thank you. Yes, I think we've come to the end of today's broadcast. I want to thank every one of us, every one of you that participated on this broadcast today. Thank you for your time with us, and also for those that gave out of their hard worked, funds, money to support the channel. May you continually be blessed as you have given, and may your pocket never run dry. Again, I want to say thank you to Mommy Diaspora for your tireless and relentless, strength in ensuring that this platform stands and is blessing people all over. And I want to thank Mr. Ev especially for giving me the opportunity to moderate this evening's broadcast. Um, I believe Mr. Elvis is there. If you permit me, I would want to thank all our panelists who has also, be a great contributor to our debates, our topics today. Thank you so much. And we'll say good
Madam
night.
Rita, Madam, Mama, before you say
Yeah.
good night, I want to tell Mr. Elvis, it is high time we start talking on the electoral law, because we don't want it to come out from any other people than we the people, so that when we start sending this message out, we'll start researching more and giving a sweet electoral law that can work. So the more we discuss it, the lot of people out there will bring idea and try to erase the ones that we have there. It is just high time. Mr. Jonathan said it's high time we start saying it, we start talking it, at least once or twice in a week. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the suggestion. I think Mr. Elvis I heard you loud and clear, and I also think it's high time we start that discussion, actually. So um, I believe he will tell us when we will start. So if you permit us today, I want to say thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow at same time at 6 p.m. That's UK time or Nigerian time as well. Thank you so much. I hope um, Mr. Elvis is there to kickstart the
Yeah.
closing song.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
night,
Madam
everybody.
Patricia.
Love you.
God bless you, man. I really do appreciate this. It's a big relief for me. I was having some time for myself watching football. I don't want to just lie, but unfortunately, it didn't go how I expected it to be. But that's fine.
Who win?
Now, Man City win Tottenham 2-0.
Hey,
Very sad. Very, very sad, but it's all right. Thank you, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for your time with us. Thank you once again, Madam Patricia, for your um, moderating today. Is a big, big relief for me. Sometimes I need this kind of time. It's not easy for me, but I appreciate you all that came to the panel. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Abdul Malik, Black Panther. Give us a mandate, Oga Chris, and those of you that came in that already left. God bless you all. Those of you that called in today, I appreciate every one of you. And the love of God is my strength. Mother Origin, Mr. Ben, Mr. Shimize, Mr. Emmanuel, and many others that call in. Uh, God bless you all. Those of you that supported the channel today, I'd like to re-echo your voice again, your name again. Saibovo Kongai, Obi Ashoko, Stella myself with the love of God is my strength, Amazing Grace, USA. God bless every one of you. I'm very, very grateful for all your support. Everyone right there in the comment section started with Mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. Thanks for being there always. Stella Imasevedo, K. Olugbemi. God bless every one of you. I appreciate you all, Madam Ame Bright. I can see you right there as well. Thank you very much, ma. I appreciate you. Abu Azi, thank you, sir. For all you do. Peggy Monday, thank you. Madam Luke, thank you very much. Chris Robert, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate every one of you. CO, thank you. God bless you all, my people. Dr. Happy Life, CTV, and many others right there. Don Faye, thank you very much. It's good to see you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to say this before I round up. Please, everybody, just stay mute. I'm only giving my submission, not for anybody to come in. Thank you. You see this alliance of a thing. We'll be talking about it now for a while, and my stance remains. And I'm not sure my stance can ever change. And I'll re-echo it again in case some of you that's going to hear my stance for the first time, I'll recapitulate back again. For any reason, if Peter Obi decides to join together to form a party or whatever they want to do together with Atiku, Kwankwaso, or whoever it is, my stance, my previous stance remained the same stance today. If Peter Obi will be the presidential candidate, I don't have any problem at all. If Peter Obi want to move to PDP to do the 2027 election or whatever they want to do, if Peter Obi will be the presidential candidate, they can bring in anybody as a vice, because the way it looks like now, we cannot have the two anymore, Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed. It's not possible. Even Dati Ahmed is not even showing up anymore over what is happening in Nigeria and all that. He's not talking. So it just look like, I don't really want to go there. But like I said, for any reason, they think that the only way they can remove Jagaban in 2027 is to join together or whatever. That is fine. I will support Peter Obi, whatever he's going to do, only if he's going to be the presidential candidate. But for any reason, he's not going to be the presidential candidate. He's going to be a running mate, like a VP, vice president, to anybody. I will not use this platform to support Peter Obi. Yes, I will not. So in case some of you that will hate me in advance, start your hating me now, because many of you are hypocrites. I know I have seen that many people are hypocrites in this fight we all are fighting. Many people are hypocrites. You love somebody, but you see the truth, you don't want to talk about it. That hypocrisy, I'm not part of it, and I'll never be part of it. So if it will be, I'm only talking for myself. I will not support. Doesn't mean you can also. Just like Edo State now, I did not choose any candidate this time, like I did on general election. It doesn't mean that anybody cannot speak for their candidates on this platform. Yeah, that's what is going to happen in 2027. If Peter Obi is going to be a running mate to anybody. But for some of you saying that no, for any reason, Peter Obi can never join Atiku. Atiku is a criminal, is it that, is blah, 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 and all that. Listen, we don't need to apply emotions into this if we really need a better Nigeria. It doesn't have to happen under Labour Party. You know Labour Party before? Labour Party, where some of us can carry put for head now to remove and can become problem. Do you know them before? Peter Obi did not go there. Who is the Labour Party? Who know Labour Party before? Let's say things how it is. So everybody can carry and put for head and not agree come put and die again. Do we know Labour Party before? The same Labour Party that you and I lost our voices, our energy, and our resources for. All the House of Rep and Senator that we elected or whatever till today, where are they? Where is the Labour Party former chairman, Barrister Julius Abure? Where is he? So we don't want to go there. For me, anywhere Peter Obi go, that's where you're supposed to go. Don't say it must be a Labour Party for him to become a president. Anywhere you go, you follow him because you believe in him. You are not believing in Labour Party. You are believing in Peter Obi. Even the way you carry Labour Party for head, Peter Obi did not even carry Labour Party for head like that. You'll be surprised the day Peter Obi will tell you, say, you don't come on for Labour Party. I'll see how some of you that is applying sentimentalism into all these things, what you now go do that day. Believe on Peter Obi and forget the party for now. We should believe on the person. But that doesn't mean if Peter Obi leave to go and be a running mate to anybody, I am not part of it. I will not be part of it, but I will not speak against him. I will not lock my platform out of for anybody to support or not support him, but I will just stay neutral, like what I'm doing right now in Edo State. Yes, running mate. Since you were born, have you ever seen a running mate having a voice in Nigeria? Have you ever seen a vice president having voice in Nigeria? Have you ever seen deputy governor having voice in Nigeria? Have you? So what are you going to support, for example, if you are running for supporting any running mate? These people don't have voice. They are just like a PA. Yeah, that's what they are. That's what it looks like anyway. So they don't have power, they don't have anything, they don't have voice, nothing. But nevertheless, that is all I wanted to say. My own all they had, I talk I might be. But I would like to urge everybody, please, all this sentiment we apply when it comes to our papa, our mama. So we'll come stay quiet. We don't want to talk again. When it comes to our tribe, we'll come stay quiet. We don't want to talk again. We are not going anywhere. Because many of us are too fake for my liking. It's the truth. We are not going anywhere. When we continue to be biased, you see the truth, you quiet. Person will say the truth because that truth is against what you are supporting. You will not acknowledge it. You are not interested. We are not going anywhere. For me, I'm fighting for a better Nigeria. So I supported Peter Obi. Peter Obi not because of Labour Party. Labour Party started echoing on my platform just because Peter Obi moved there. Peter Obi moved on today. Labour Party died on arrival. Yes. Nobody will know if there were any time in existence. So I appreciate you all, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us. I'd like us to end the show right now. Look back again tomorrow, 6 p.m.
What? I have something to ask.
Quickly, sir. I need
That
to
works.
Okay, please.
Why?
I want to ask this. When like something that you did not present, can somebody say it on air?
Yes, of course. Yes, you can.
Because I say something that I confirm. Your moderator tell me that it's against the panel.
No, yeah, it's against because you did not provide the source. I was here.
No, I have the evidence. I tell them where to search it.
No, we don't search. You bring it and put it on the private chat. We'll put it to the public that is listening to you.
Okay. Yeah, I have it. I have it. Okay,
yes.
I see.
Yes, so she was right. I was listening. So she shouldn't allow you to do that. Next time, sir, just bring it, put it on the private inbox. Then I'll quickly put it there because our spectators, we need to give them
private chat on this live live.
Yes,
live.
on this live. Yes. That's
okay.
The private chat is for you and I.
I have it now, right here.
No, not now.
Tinubu and Shetima order VIP to pay toll gate fee at airport.
All right. I'll put it on the private chat now so that I can keep it against tomorrow, sir. Put it there. Thank you, sir.
Now, right? Okay, let me transfer from my tablet.
All right. Oga Chris, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just say, well, I make it short. After this kind of speech you give, somebody's supposed to talk one or two things. Well,
Okay.
I think I just believe it's a very powerful speech you just gave, and somehow you just won my heart again and again, like you've been doing. Because you mentioned something very, very crucial that wherever Peter Obi go, you support him. You know, that is very, very substantial because you sincerely believe that the most important thing is for Nigeria to work. So thank you very much for that. And I think it ought to be an eye-opener for everybody. The most important thing is for Nigeria to work. As long as Peter B is
I will
at the
only
end.
support him only if he's the presidential candidate.
Yeah, I know. That's the reasonable thing to do. Because anything outside than that is just going to be this promise, come be vice president after 4 years, we give you no. Those ones are nothing. But if they give him the ticket, if they allow him to be the leader so that he can take responsibility for everything.
Of course, I will support him 100%.
Yeah. Everybody, I think most people will also.
Yeah.
So that there will be no room for excuse. Take responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you very much for always encouraging me and your kind words.
Mr. Harris.
Yes, sir.
Even that one is it's not completely clear or clean, 100%. Even if I said it in my submission, but you brought it up again. Even if Peter Obi is made the presidential candidate, he's going to do it based on promises he will have to make and commitments to them before they will allow him.
But Mr. Jonathan, in that case, he can take responsibility.
Let him promise heaven and earth. Let him just
yes.
It will be a foundation on lies and deception.
Yes.
If he gets there and he now want to play it on them that I just use you people, manipulate you people to get there, they will make life miserable. They will sabotage him. They will try to bring, they will not even try. They will bring his government down.
Jonathan, Let
Yes.
him just get there first. Yes.
Service.
Nigerians are desperate, you
Yes.
know.
Let him get there first. Go ahead, Black Panther, quickly.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, I think we should start making our approach like an octopus now concerning the Nigerian situation. We should start discussing, like I gave an advice, we should start discussing the electoral law so that
Then
other
you,
Nigerians.
Black Panther, you can start that. Can't you?
Yeah, everybody wants it to be a topic so that people can
That's
make
what I'm
an
saying.
impact.
We can come here as a topic every 3 times a week. We put into our topic.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody can take that responsibility. If you guys want me to take all the responsibility, that's when I don't like me. I'm just a human being.
You might be super machine now.
You will finish now. You want to go have your evening properly. For me, my evening is over right now. It's after 10 in the UK.
Which evening? Which evening? The only weekend I enjoy myself.
No, at least you mentioned you enjoy yourself for weekend. What about me? See,
but the enjoyment now, me and you the day now. Now me and you the day now. The enjoyment now, me and you the day together.
Because of the time difference, at least when we end the show, you still have evening. Once
we end the show,
I want to jump for shower, might jump for bed. Finish. Chapter finish. For the past 2 years, like that.
You know the night crawler.
So I know, although I don't mind, but still, anybody, we can apply that 3 times a week. You will take it. Everybody will talk about it. Take that as the responsibility to help the nation. So we'll be here. We just apply it. It's just like we're squeezing in now EDO2024, right? It's already there. So we can do the same thing with that as well. Okay? So I agree with that anytime. Anything that will make our country move forward, I will allow it to be discussed here. 100%. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. And God bless you now. I guess we can end the show right now. For those of you that is new to our channel, go get subscribers every day. And in case you're wondering what the channel is all about, even though we have it right down on our description, we come out every day. Nigerians, both home and abroad, come out every day calling out our government to do the right thing. As you and I know that Nigeria is not working at all. £1 is almost 2,000 naira already now, 1,920 naira or so. So maybe by tomorrow or next, it will be 2,000 naira. So you and I know it's not working. So if you're one of the people that's still supporting these same people that is impoverishing you and I, then you need to ask yourself a question. Why are you doing what you're doing? Because for me, I don't need to support anybody because of what I want to gain. You see today, now you see the super chat people give to me. This is my own. It is mine. Nobody will come and call me tomorrow now to give me one condition. Say, no, that your platform, you try me to promote our candidate or do this and that. I can never. So this is what I'm saying all the time. I prefer you put £1 there for me, even though I only £1 or £2 get in the whole day. I'm blessed and I'm happy. I will sleep well like a baby. Rather than a politician will not end up giving you money. Then you now come on air and start saying actually. Then give us a money that we're saying, oh, this person is not good. And now we say, give us a money actually. Not be saying this person be bad like that too. Mr. Jonathan will be saying this is bad. I will not say actually. Then you get to know that something is wrong somewhere. And this is what most of our youth are doing. So if you are one of the people joining our platform for the first time and you're supporting these same people that have been recycling themselves since 1960, if not more, then ask yourself, why are you supporting them? Are you happy the way the country is going right now? It's a big question that we need to ask ourselves. So I would like us to move on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a better Nigeria in our time. Subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we're here so that you can join this live interaction with us and my wonderful panelists and commenters and callers. Like, share, let our voices go far. Also join our membership program. It's right there. If I don't talk about it, but you can see it's visible. Just click on it, join it, encourage what we're doing. And also click on the super thanks. Whenever you are watching our videos, it doesn't have to be live. Every of our videos have a super thanks that goes with it. If you like it, or any of my panelists give a wonderful submission, like some of you normally comment. I see your comments sometimes saying that, oh God, this session was beautiful. You can put that beautiful of it word on £2, $3 or whatever, just to say thank you. That's what they call super thanks. Our Nigeria account is on our discretion as well. We do showcase it once in a while, but not all the time. That's what I'm saying. If you expect me to showcase all this all the time, I might not remember. So if you want to genuinely support us, just do it on your own. Just like somebody sent me a paper 3 days ago. I came here to mention the person's name. I didn't ask. I can't even remember the last time I posted that my paper link. But this person actually went to the description. Everything's on the description. Click on it, support us, encourage what we're doing, and come in as well to put your golden voice out there. Because you're expecting Mr. Naija Wash and my current panelists to do it. Listen, we can't. In fact, I've said it so many times. We need a channel like Naija Wash 50 minimum in Nigeria that will be consistent and doing what we are doing today. Then we'll be getting close to where we want to be. Not one, not two, a minimum of 50. I'm not saying you open a channel, you come out once in a week. That's not what I'm saying. Those that is coming out once in a week, I give you credit. I'm not belittling anybody, but I'm saying we need like 50 that will be consistent daily, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. We need to talk. Our talking is working. Yes. So I appreciate you all, my people. Now we'll end the show. I'll see you guys again tomorrow by 6 p.m. Take care and good night, my wonderful people. God bless you all.
Ikirikyo,